Welcome to the monthly patron Q&A session, followed by our hot mics section.
That's right.
Section.
Our call-in segment that went so well last time. Are we reacting at the beginning here, or are we
At the end.
At
Later.
the end, okay.
Later.
Sorry, I missed that tidbit.
okay.
But this is for our $10 and up patrons, our contributor class of patrons. So
Class.
Contributor
Ooh.
class.
Tiered.
Yeah.
I like that.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
I like
think of
that.
the, I couldn't. So
I'm
the
obsessed with that.
Brain thesaurus went off and it was like tier. I can't think of the word tier. What's close to the word class? I was like, And as soon as I said it, I was like, oh, tier was the word I was looking for. Our contributor tier, $10 and up patrons. We got a few questions to go through, starting with Sage Mode Q. Anything else I'm forgetting before we jump into the questions?
We did not do the stream intro. Chat was wondering. We just skipped it.
We just skipped.
Yeah.
Straight into the action, baby.
Yeah,
That's right.
We're just cold open.
Yeah.
It's cold open.
Really cold.
It's really cold, ice cold. From Sage Mode Q, greetings, allies. So next month, I'm finally going on my dream vacation. I'm going to Japan.
Nice.
Anything you want me to ask Ben while I'm there? In all seriousness, no. Wow, I can't read today. What are some of the allies' dream vacations? Stand by for my review of Super Mario World Japan next month. Love and respect. So jealous you're going to the
Nice.
real Super,
The real deal.
the real one,
the
not
real Mushroom
not
Kingdom.
the fake budget one we got here.
Yeah. I've been very fortunate to travel
Yeah.
a lot, but I would say the one that I want to go to the most that I may never get to do is Egypt.
Oh.
I want to see those fucking
pyramids?
pyramids,
Sure,
dude.
yeah.
Like,
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to Japan, and I want to go to somewhere in Europe. I don't know, maybe the UK first. Always wanted to go there. Kind of like want to do like the Bahamas sometime too, or something. And
They're legit.
Disney World and stuff like that. I've never been there.
Disney
Same,
World.
yeah.
Anything in there?
I want to go to Norway, obviously, with my girlfriend, who is Norwegian, and London and Wales and Ireland and Scotland, UK.
Yeah.
General.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to good other chunks of Europe, and I've been to Japan, and I've been to so I've been around. Czech Republic was really cool. I loved Prague. Yeah, I don't know.
Mission Impossible 1, Prague.
Hell yeah.
Prague. Opening. I want to go to the moon, dude.
They're in the open.
Okay.
Let's go to vacation.
That's a
moon,
vacation,
man.
dude. I guess.
That, or I said before, Antarctica, because you're just like not allowed to go there.
The thing.
You're not allowed to visit.
Yeah.
You have to have you have to be part of like a research group or
There's,
something.
like-
You have to have government approval.
Oh, I read the number somewhere like recently. There's like usually like 150 total people like on the whole continent.
You can
They're
take
all,
like
like
you
researchers.
can take a
Yeah.
cruise where you can like stay there for like an hour or something, but you can't like stay.
Sick.
You can't like stay overnight or anything like that. Just to, like being like one of the coldest places on
Yeah.
Earth. Plus, the other thing might happen.
The other thing.
Good survival horror location to go visit. All right. Our next question comes from James Davey. Hi, allies. What are some of the most disappointing games you've played in the past decade? For me, I can't help but think of Watch Dogs Legion. Okay, Legion. And how stale I believe it is, especially considering how brilliant Watch Dogs 2 was.
Absolutely.
I can say the same about Far Cry 6 as well, because I find it to be excessively cringe and annoying. Excessively cringe.
I think Far Cry 6 is great.
I thought that's like
actually.
what it got it back on track more.
Yeah,
right?
Far Cry 6
really?
is one of my favorites in the series. I think that's probably a hot take, but maybe because it was coming off of 5,
So you didn't
which
think
was terrible.
You didn't feel so good
No.
about 5.
But Watch Dogs Legion is a very good pick because Watch Dogs 2 is one of my personal favorite open world games ever. I think it is amazing from top to bottom. Everything about that game, the story, the characters, the open world itself. It's in San Francisco. I lived there, so there's like some little bit of bias there maybe. But yeah, coming off like how good that game was to go into Legion was depressing.
Yeah. So definitely hear you speak highly of Watch Dogs 2, because I know that game
So
doesn't have
good.
as many defenders, I
Yeah.
think, and you really will go to bat
Yeah.
for that game.
Yes.
So for the Legion to fall off, like
Yeah.
I feel like I trust that a little bit more.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
that it's definitely not good.
Was Resident Evil 6 in this decade?
I think
Is
so.
it like 2012 or
Maybe,
something?
like, right
yeah,
on
I
the
think
cutoff.
it's oh,
Maybe we'll allow it.
Like we had fun playing through it, but it was like we didn't feel great about it.
no. Good pick.
Oh,
Oh, I got another good
got
one.
one?
Sorry to cut you off.
No, I was just gonna ask.
A really fucking good one because I thought this whole trilogy, to sum it up, is missed potential.
Okay.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, yeah, yep,
Was
yep.
So disappointing.
Dude, I thought that one was way better than the second game.
Oh,
Oh,
I
interesting.
disliked the second one.
I
Actually, I liked the third one the most out of all of them.
I like the first one the most. And
I guess it has that first taste, like
Yeah.
fresh, but I did not like 2 at all. And I
Yeah.
thought 3 was better.
I thought 3 though, because probably it's like Eidos Montreal, the Deus.
Oh,
You know,
maybe.
my
Yeah.
expectations were
Sure.
so much higher.
Sure.
I was like, dude, we're gonna finally like this should be the best one by
They-
far.
Pumped a lot of money in that marketing too.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be such
Oh,
a,
yeah.
a huge deal.
Wait, I thought you didn't you find what was the Deus Ex game, the last one? Didn't you think that was disappointing?
Mankind Divided.
Yeah.
That too. Eidos Montreal, dude, killing me. Oh,
Yikes. Well, they were under Square Enix at
yeah,
the time, so.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. What about Avengers? Were you super?
I like Avengers. I like it.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
you do.
Swimming in sevens, big time.
All right.
Yeah, it's fun.
Any disappointments from you, Isla?
That's my secret cap.
Everything
I'm always
is-
disappointed.
What was your most disappointing from soft game?
Sekiro.
Okay.
Oh,
That was in the last decade.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't hit with me. Whatever.
Yeah, it's just a different style.
Yeah.
For sure. Final Fantasy 15 for me. Like vanilla release of 15. It was not worth the wait.
Oh,
Absolutely not worth the wait.
That's funny.
Ouch.
harsh.
Ouch. Next question comes from Alexander Zirinov. Hello, allies. You probably have no answer to this question, but I'll try asking anyway. All right.
All right, Syrian.
I'm
Let's
expecting
go.
something really hard, like a
Yeah.
big math question.
Same.
Like Einstein. Why, while talking in Twitch chat, why is talking in Twitch chat during a stream socially acceptable behavior? When we go to a theater,
Yeah.
a concert, or a movie, we don't talk during the show, as doing so will be incredibly disrespectful to both the artist and the audience. Yet many feel free to speak over a streamer without considering if their random thoughts deserve everyone's attention more than the streamer's performance. I get that some are less reserved online than in person, but I don't understand why such behavior was normalized. Now, I don't have Alexander in front of me. You're talking about like Twitch chat,
Yeah,
not like
it's
us,
silent.
not like our crosstalk shit, right?
Yeah.
I think
Not like
no.
the-
I think that's what they're talking about, right? Because there's people reacting over stuff.
It says talking in Twitch chat.
Oh, in your chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing was like the thing about like speaking. I was like with Audible. I
Oh,
thought maybe it was
well-
our crosstalk.
Yeah, I mean
that-
it's
yeah.
it's
That's
silent.
like it's silent, and you don't have to look at it.
exactly. Some
you can
people
full screen it.
Exactly.
That's why I'm confused. That's why
Yeah.
I thought it was people talking in Twitch
and
chat.
it's an interactive
Or, like-
medium. Like
Yeah.
our job is
Yeah.
50% at least to interact with chat.
Yeah, like when you go to a
Yeah.
movie theater, you're sitting with other humans around you.
Yeah.
And like when it is a performance, like when I was doing my concert, for example, I didn't stop myself to look at chat during songs.
Yeah.
So
Part of it's on the streamer
there's
as
a
well.
time and a place. Yeah.
I feel like this is what we do. It's more in the vein, less of like movies, theater, more like a sporting event where like you get like the audience, like it's a performance. You're trying to get them, excited. You want
Yeah.
them to, like you feed off that energy, and that's kind of like Twitch chat. That's why when we do pay attention to it,
Yeah.
it is as Isla said, very interactive. So I think it's more in that direction
I-
where it's socially acceptable.
Yeah, I do like the point about them bringing up random shit that's like not
Oh, yeah?
even related, and I feel like that's a lot of that's on the streamer to like guide the conversation, to where it needs to go. But because sometimes I fall into that, we're playing a game and then someone says something completely random, and you engage in that. All of a sudden, everyone's talking about some random shit.
Yeah, man, I think that's fine though.
Yeah,
I think you just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I think
exactly. Yeah,
the
if
issue
everyone's
is
engaged and having a
to-
good time. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we're switching gears to that question about why we don't like stay on topic about the game we're playing, like us on camera, and why we go onto like random tangents sometimes, I think the goal is we want to like not have dead air. We don't want to
Yeah.
be like silent. So you got to keep a conversation going. And for us, we know some of the topics that will get us talking. And sometimes something random from Twitch chat will ask a question. It's like, hey, this is going to be a conversation starter. Let's start, let's start talking about this, because we have a large group. It's not like we aren't like most streamers where you have one, maybe two people, and it is a different focus. We have to hold a lot of people's attention. So yeah, it's just a different group dynamic. I feel like that is kind of unique.
Definitely.
Yeah. Any other insights, or ready to move on? Good.
Next, please.
All right, from Brandon K. Gann. Hello, everyone. I'm keeping my theme of strengthening bonds amongst your fellow allies from the last Q&A. And this time I wanted to ask, does anybody have a hobby outside of games they would love to share, do with other allies? I apologize. If you do have a hobby you don't want to share, how come? That might be a little bit personal there. Personally, there are a couple of interests I don't share with my friends. For example, collegiate sports, because I know most of them don't care about said topics. Thank you for taking my question, if you do, and stay easy, fellow allies. So, any hobby that you do that you want to like do with others like us, or
sports for sure is a good one.
Yeah,
like going to sports games.
I haven't been to a sporting. Well, when's the last time I've been to a sporting event in person? Probably a few years.
Yeah, like it's a fucking travesty and a tragedy.
It was
that I have not been to like a Dodger game with you all. It's disgusting.
Okay,
I've
Hubert.
been with you.
You, of course.
Hubert?
Number of times.
Yeah.
Old roommate of mine, also a Dodgers fan, and like kept wanting to say, "Oh, we should go to a Dodger game." Like since I've lived in California, have not been to a single Dodger game. I've been to an Angels game.
Change that.
I've been to a Padres game. I've been to a Giants game in person, but not a Dodger game in person.
Dude, you can get tickets for like $10. So cheap.
I think the
We're
last
gonna go. We're
event
going.
I probably went to was a Dallas Mavericks game when I was back home for the
Nice.
holidays, probably pre-COVID.
Oh, NBA games.
yeah,
That's
so
a
an
good
NBA
get.
game. Yeah, those are always fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of stoppage, and then you can just,
Yeah.
keep going. So yeah, sports for Huber.
Sports for sure. Would love to go.
No,
to more
no
sporting
secret
events.
hobbies that you don't want to tell us about.
No.
The why.
I mean, I love food too. So just like, there's so many times when I'm just like sitting in my living room and I want to go like have a nice meal. I was like, man, I'd love to go with like this person or this person, but just yeah. So food, I guess.
Yeah, I like it when we go and like get lunch together.
Yeah,
I've
it's fun.
always really loved that.
Yeah.
It makes me happy. Going to the movies with you guys is always fun.
Yes.
I've done that with. I mean, we've done the meetups. That's always been really fun. But I've gone like, personal time with Huber and Dawn, and that's been lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
And well, yeah, you don't count, Gabby.
Do you still count?
We would go to the movies before you even worked here. All right.
Yeah.
But otherwise, keep the hell out of my hobbies, you freaks.
I'd love to exercise more with other allies.
Same.
Get them lifting some weights.
When we go to the gym,
Do
it's
something, yeah.
delightful.
Or going to the
Pump
beach
you
or something, dude.
On, I'd go to the
Yeah.
with the popular spots.
Yeah.
Get jacked.
That's right.
That's right. That's what you say.
right.
You get jacked.
Get jacked,
right?
dude.
Yeah.
We should all go roller skating together. I love that.
So I used to.
That'd be fun.
I used to rollerblade a lot as a kid.
Nice.
So
Me
I
too.
don't know, like a hobby I do not. This is not the question, but here I like conversation starters. Hobby I used to do that I do not do anymore. Rollerblading, but roller hockey.
Yeah, I played for
Ooh.
You
years.
played,
Yeah, dude, yeah, I
basically
did.
played till I went to college, and then I couldn't really play in college anymore, and it just didn't got out of practice. It was honestly big bummer because it was my favorite thing to do was go rollerblading. Like probably more than playing like video games or anything, was just like going out and like skating in the neighborhood and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Sick.
fun, yeah.
Heck yeah.
this lore.
But
Love it.
yeah, I remember it was like sad. I was like just gonna finish college and coming back and put on my hockey roller skates and like try going skating. It was like that moment I was like, I can't do it anymore. Like,
Shit.
I have to spend a lot. Like it used to be so natural. I'm like,
I'm too old for this shit.
I'm 22 years old. I'm too old for this shit. That's funny.
Damiani, I will fully go skating with you. Let's do it. Easy update.
better
It's
buy
even
some.
worse. So ice skating, I still have gone ice skating.
Ice skating sucks.
Well, I I haven't been in a while
doesn't,
though.
but
But in years after that, I still went ice skating every now and then. I was never as good at ice skating,
ice skating.
but
Watching it.
hockey skates
Same.
too. Always hockey skates, never just normal ice skates.
Yeah.
But was never as good at ice skating as was roller skating. So definitely was much better.
We
at
used to
roller
rollerblade constantly as kids. Weirdly, I tried quad skates back then and like couldn't do it. Now quad skates are no problem. It's kind of weird. Ice skating, I said, sucks just because every time I did it, it was with rental skates, so it always like
Oh,
really hurt my
skating.
feet.
Yeah,
Ow.
that it gets so painful
Awful.
because you're supposed to break them in and like they're
Yeah.
not right. Yeah, that was never fun.
I want to do a skating easy update now with everyone who knows how to skate.
Try-
Don, do you know how to
trying to
skate?
skate again.
I don't want to buy rollerblades.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, they're
We'll
expensive.
get you can go
yeah.
rent them. Rent them. We'll
I
go
remember
to
the brand. I
Moonlight-
had a. Where can we rent them, Mila? Sorry.
Moonlight and
Oh.
anywhere else. I went to a Skate Oddity the other day and they had rentals. They were
Great
playing
What a
name.
cool
80s
name.
goth music. It was wonderful.
80s goth music.
It was like Scream
I don't
themed.
even know
It was
what that
horror
sounds like.
skating.
I would only think of like horror movies, and I don't know if that's right. 80s goth music. Mission was the brand of
Oh, sure, yeah.
skates I
I
used to
remember. I had
have.
TCM and stuff
Yep,
like that.
CCM. Yep, the wheels.
Mhm.
That was yeah. I remember having
3
to
or 4.
having to take them like once a month going
Take
like
the brakes off.
They had like
Oh, yeah,
they had
you
an
never had
extreme
brakes.
sports shop like because it was super popular. So you'd take them in there like once a month and like the guy who knew everything was like, hey, can you like take a look at my wheels, make sure they're still good and stuff. And like you'd be like, yeah, this wheel's getting a little low. Like I'll just give you like I'll rotate one in so you don't have to buy a whole set because usually
Sick.
they make you
Nice.
buy the whole set, but like this will
That's
be
dope.
good. Yeah.
I used to have K2 rollerblades and now I have Moxie skates.
K2SO.
K2SO, that's the robot from
Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ever been snowboarding?
Yeah, a couple times.
Several
Cool.
times. Yeah.
When
Many times.
I was so bad to stop, I would just like tip over.
Oh, well, at first, I only went once, and it was literally I think it was exactly 20 years ago.
Sick.
Well, not exactly, but
Today?
like no,
Today.
20 years ago from probably December of this year.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, like thinking it was the coolest thing. Starting it, I'm like, oh god, how do you control this too?
Yeah.
Oh, I can go down like really small hills now and feel good. And,
Yeah.
But like steep shit, I was like, oh fuck that. Nope.
I saw the sickest viral video. This like snowboarder was in the middle of nowhere, off the beaten path, and like hears someone. Fucking snowboarder was like face down, completely engulfed, like could not move. So the one snowboarder was like, "I'm gonna get you out, man.
Yep.
Keep talking, man. I got you."
that
Just
happens.
like digging this
Yeah,
guy
dude.
out, like saved his
Damn.
life.
What a
you're,
hero.
When you're
Yeah.
when you're carving on that fresh pow, dude, that's a real risk. You
Yeah.
get buried, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't send it hard enough, you
Dude,
get buried in pow, you know.
He was buried, bro.
Bro.
And as a teenager, I wanted to like be like extreme sports person, man.
Yeah.
Like what was a stupid movie like Airborne, or
Airborne.
whatever? Like,
Hey,
at least I
that
love that
movie's
movie.
not stupid.
So
I loved
sick.
it. No, I
Love
loved it.
it.
Devil's Backbone. I was
Devil's
like,
Backbone,
dude, I
dude.
was like, I want to be as cool as these dudes. Seth Green, right? He
Yep.
was the
Yep.
So good.
His cousin.
Dude, Devil's Backbone.
main character was named Link. No,
No, that was
that
Encino Man.
that was Brendan.
Dude, the way they framed Devil's Backbone
Yeah.
is like ominous. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I was a kid. So I was like a teenager. I was like, dude, I feel like this is. I think this is real life. Like, not like in California, that like they think like this or something. I was like,
I will say, having snowboarded hundreds of times for like my whole life, you suck out loud like the first 5 times, and then all of a sudden like it'll click, you know. So it makes sense that it's a learning curve. Snowboarding, it's a tough learning.
yeah, the hardest part was like when you went horizontal, like when you're like doing like the curve part and like having to like shift back. Like stopping actually got pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And like, you know, being able to like weave going like vertically down was like not too bad, but like it was like when you needed to slow down and not come to a stop to like weave to control your speed during like really steep inclines, like that was where it got scary as shit. I was like,
Yeah,
holy
before you
shit.
figure out how to carve, that is
Yeah.
like the hardest part
Yeah,
for sure.
I was like, oh god. Next question from Neo JD. Greetings, allies. With Tears of the Kingdom almost upon us, what's Tears of the Kingdom?
I don't know. I never heard of it.
It's that new Deus Ex.
Is that the
game.
like rumored title for Breath of the Wild 2?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a gotcha game.
Ah, yeah, it must be a mobile game. It's time to look to the future. Yeah, mobile gaming. You're right. What are your hopes for the successor? What a bait question. What are your hopes for the successor to the Nintendo Switch? What would make you hyped to buy it day one?
I mean, we're gonna buy it day one anyways.
Yeah. I'll never not buy a Nintendo console day one if I can. Like, yeah. Easiest answer of all time: Super Mario.
A new Mario game, yeah.
Yeah, you have a new, like a brand new Mario.
So it's just software. It's not even new. Like the hardware features.
Yo,
don't matter.
Reggie, dude, software drives hardware.
That's true, Reggie. That's true.
He just would say that over and over.
Just more power right off the bat.
Yeah,
obviously.
I would really love for that to happen.
Not 1080p.
You
would be sick.
I mean, you're saying 1080. What do you feel like when you boot up that Tears of the Kingdom running at like 720p?
Yeah.
Docked 720p?
Docked.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
It'd be 900p.
There'd be 900p.
Like, I would just love to see the stats and the numbers of like how much extra would it cost to make it just a little stronger, you know?
I mean, look at the Asus thing,
Yeah.
that like the $699 price for that thing coming like in May or whatever.
Yeah.
Portable like competitor to Steam Deck and Steam Deck.
Yeah.
It's like there you go. You got like something that kind of
$700
shows you where
yeah.
you can get a little bit better performance.
Yeah. Because the Switch is OLED's what, $400?
$349.
$349 for OLED.
$349. Okay.
So if you want to add $350 to that, so double the price of a
Yeah,
Switch is
yeah,
what
that's
the current
pretty insane.
Switch.
That's pretty insane.
It won't be
Yeah.
that much though.
yeah.
Hey,
Maybe
I
400.
think they could go. I think it would not be out of the realm of possibility for them if they want to go a little bit like not super high end, but a little nicer than usual.
Yeah.
$500, $499.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That'd
think,
be fine.
and then
I think
it's
that's
still
fine.
hybrid.
500 I think is fine.
Yeah, I think they could get.
Do you
away
think
with
we'll ever live in a reality again where
pushing tag?
multi-platform games run
that? Yes.
equally as good on Switch?
I don't know about equally, but I think as time goes forward, there will be ways for the cloud gaming, other options that will make it more viable and easier to do, no matter what your hardware is. But if you're talking about like this natively, that's probably never going to
No
be
way.
a thing.
Yeah, no way.
The
Yeah.
GameCube days are long
those are
gone.
Yeah.
That was it.
All right.
Yeah, just a little
Um,
extra juice. Do you think it'll be handheld again?
Yeah.
It'll be hybrid, 100%
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Like have it have.
100%.
I wish there was like two consoles.
versions?
Yeah, they have a handheld.
Everyone
one
keeps
and like
asking
a
for-
fully docked. Fucking Nintendo can come to my house and bolt it into my living room. I will never move
That's
it.
gonna
Just
cost
make
extra.
Make it stronger. Like,
I mean, you can pay for the Geek Squad to do it.
Yeah.
They'll do it at a discount for you. They can do it right now with your Switch. Just tell them you want it bolted down.
yeah.
Well, Huber, I mean, I think it would be better if it's just like handheld is 2K or whatever, 1440.
2K, yeah.
And then in the dock, it's 4K,
Yeah.
you know?
Wow, we're hoping for 2K and 4K.
Yeah, that's pretty high. High hopes. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Whatever.
I just hope everything in Switch 2 just runs at least at 1080 and
1080 docked would be nice.
consistent and
Yeah, if docked made it better, that's my point.
Yeah.
yeah,
It should make it significantly better, but I don't think that'll happen.
It's 720 handheld, 8K dock.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Something insane
8K.
like that.
Crazy.
yeah. And they'll port Cyberpunk to it.
Yeah.
Or as well. Yeah. Our next question comes from part of the name is slightly cut off in the second part, but VA Ronto, aka Sentinel Beach. Hey there. Sorry. Hi there. I'm a teacher. Been
I'm glad you
working.
corrected that.
Yeah. Been working in both elementary school and in middle school. I love my job. It feels right for me. Can you tell me about maybe one or two of your teachers that have somehow made an impact in your life or been otherwise memorable characters? Thanks.
The only teacher do you remember Mr. Holland? Did you have him
I never had him.
for graphics?
Never had
He
him.
would just talk shit to students.
Whoa.
He was like so sarcastic, and I feel like he hated his job. Dude.
Holy shit.
But I liked him.
It's funny.
He was fun, dude.
I have a lot of memorable teachers. I got in so much trouble as a kid.
sure did.
So I had a strong bond with many
You
of
got
my
sent to the
teachers.
hall all the time.
Yeah.
Every day.
Same.
Yeah. So like I think of like Mr. Levy is one of my favorites from middle school. He was the one Isla with the massive water bottle I was just talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Mr. Levy had
Check
a
out
water
reaction
bottle.
shots for context on that.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. This big of water bottle.
So-
like, he would drink it and have to like bend his back. Like
What's the delivery ones that come in like the big things, like the
Yeah.
dispensers? Like you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
had one of those right there, just chugging it, huh?
And
going to
Mrs. Antrim was a good
Oh,
one.
that was
Science teacher. Just like I had some fucking bonds with
Yeah.
my teachers. Like,
Teachers
I
are
would-
cool.
Yeah,
Most of them.
yeah. Just like talking about others, like life and stuff, and like the future and random things.
Dude,
Had a substitute teacher who translated German from the game Commandos.
Oh.
I was like, "Yo, what are they saying?" And I like wrote it down and brought it in, and she would like translate it. It was sick.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Boykin, Mrs. Funk.
Mrs.
That's
Funk.
elementary school. I had such a
Sick.
crush on Mrs. Funk. Oh my god. And then like high school was pretty lit. Maida, the drama teacher, became like a second like parental figure to me. Third, I guess, parental figure.
Sick.
Mr. Beaversdorf.
Beaversdorf.
Yeah. College Rick. Once in theater school, I
Sick.
talked after someone said curtain, and he went, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then when I wrote and directed a scene for the acting class, he said, "Oh, Gabby knocks one out of the park," and I was like, "Oh," and he called me Gabby. Yeah, because I talked a lot. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. In film school, I had a teacher named Victor who escaped. I don't know if it was the Bolsheviks or who. It was like one of the Russian. It was somebody.
Wow.
In a crate. He
Whoa.
like put himself in a crate, and he just like offhand mentioned it one time, and I was like, wait, hang on,
Yeah.
what? You can't just throw that out there. And he's like, I
Wow.
don't want to talk about it. I'm like, okay, holy shit.
That is gnarly.
Yeah, Dr. Parr, dude, DePaul acapella director. He was great.
Sick.
Traveled the world with him.
So dope.
Singing songs. It was cool.
Yep. Shout out to general and teachers, man. Having to
Hell yeah.
like especially now, like underpaid and having to like deal with so much crap.
So
Like
much
thank you so much for being a teacher.
Straight up.
Yeah.
We need more good
We
teachers.
need more teachers.
Pretty soon every book will be banned, so like they won't be able to teach anything.
You
Seriously.
have to teach from memory because
Yeah.
you have to like memorize the old books.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are just kind of doing that.
They're just
basically.
gonna have to watch videos in the future. That's it.
Watch Twitch.
Yeah, teachers like I saw this YouTube video that the Civil War went this away. Yeah.
Our next question comes from Level Capybara. Hi, allies. I've got a music question, specifically a lyrics question. What is your favorite lyric that you've ever heard in a video game soundtrack? Love and respect, Level Capybara.
It's Snake Eater.
Yeah.
So
still in a dream, Snake
Okay,
Eater,
that's
dude.
pretty good. That might be the top.
Sephiroth, dude, just shouting.
yeah.
Oh, this
Snake.
Latin? Yeah, Latin. But Sephiroth, the part that stands out the most. So you think you can ride this chocobo?
Mm-hmm.
That's a
What
good
about Astrobot?
one. The GPU song?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that
a
one's
great
good.
one.
That one's good.
Leviathan.
Also,
Oh, I mean, that's unfair. We're getting into like unfair
OP,
territory.
dude. Nerf it.
also
Yeah.
just like every lyric of Into Free, I am the Dangan.
Oh
From
shit, yeah, Indestructible,
Dragon's Dogma, dude.
Dragon's
Dogma,
Dogma.
Indestructible. What are like other good anime opening cheesy things?
Chet
All the
says
Kingdom
Devil
Hearts
Trigger.
ones.
Devil
Trigger.
Trigger.
Devil's
Great
Never
one.
Cry. Or Devil, or,
Just
or
the phrase "pull my devil trigger."
Yeah,
the rest
Devil
of
May-
that song is too long. I
Devil
think.
May Cry 3.
Mhm.
The theme.
Mario
shit.
Odyssey musical.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
part is
Rules of
great.
Nature.
Rules of Nature.
Oh, Portal. Yeah, the Portal.
Oh, yeah, Portal
song's good.
Yeah, those are great.
Good one.
Still alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many. I
There's
thought
a
they
lot.
were
There's a lot.
thought they were gonna be more selective, but
Yeah, games
There's
have good
so many.
music, dude.
what's like the earliest song with like lyrics?
With
That were-
lyrics in a video game.
Yeah, you can remember. Not like you don't have to give me like
I
you
don't
don't need to look up the
remember.
Snake Eater,
definitive,
dude.
but
Snake
just you
Eater.
personally, Snake Eater is a good one.
I guess-
Snake Eater.
Well,
Sephiroth finally said
Yeah,
it's like the
Seven's-
only one,
yeah.
the only voice in it.
Silent Hill 3. I think one or two of the songs have vocals.
Crazy Taxi.
Chrono Cross, Street Fighter.
That feels like a cheat.
Crazy
That feels like a cheat.
Yeah!
That's
Whatever,
funny.
it still counts.
That is funny.
Because I was gonna say something in Life is Strange, but that feels like a cheat too. Because
That's
it's so
alright.
many like licensed songs.
Apparently, the first video game to feature continuous melodic background music was Rally X.
Rally.
But that's background music. What's the first
Yeah.
one with
This-
vocals?
It's
a Bloodworth question.
Hey, it's beyond Bloodworth.
Beyond
Oh, yeah,
Bloodworth.
Simple and Clean, Gabby says.
I brought that up earlier.
Oh,
I said
okay.
both Kingdom Hearts, or all three actually.
Dude, I bet the answer to this question, the
Psycho
first,
Soldier from '86, SNK has vocals apparently.
probably a disputed thing where there's like no definitive answer. There's probably a bunch of YouTube videos.
Beyond
that are, like,
Bloodworth.
yeah, Beyond
Beyond
Bloodworth.
the Blood.
Beyond the Beyond. Oh, that's a song too. That's Zone of the Enders,
Zone of the
Ah,
Enders.
which also has
See?
good lyrical music.
Bring it back.
What language is it in again? The theme song from Zone of the Enders? Oh gosh.
Like Zardankin or something.
No, it's a real English language.
Portuguese.
I forget what it's in, but it was really cool. Now I forget.
Finnish.
Is it?
It's based on Finnish, but is not a recognized language.
Okay, never mind. I thought it was real.
I mean, I just very quickly Googled it.
It sounds awesome, so it should be real. Our next question comes from Stomps. If you could move to either the Final Fantasy or Zelda, if you could move to either the Final Fantasy or Zelda universe, which town would you move to, and when? Like when in, like I guess which game
Which
Oh,
game?
time
yeah.
period, or if it has multiple time
'Cause I was gonna
periods.
say they're all pretty different.
I really liked Treno in Final Fantasy IX. That's like one of my favorite cities
Cozy.
ever in Final
I
Fantasy.
don't know that city
Yeah,
whatsoever.
it's super sick. It has the auction house in it.
That's auction house, good.
Oh yeah, Costa del Sol.
Hatano Village. I fucking
Village is great,
love.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say a Breath of the
so
Wild town.
much.
I knew
Yep.
he was gonna say Breath of the Wild town.
10 out of 10. Hatano Village. Cozy.
Dude, Terrytown, like after you help build it up.
Terrytown as
Pretty
well.
sick. Although it's dangerous for kids on that cliff.
I
Yeah.
mean, some of the Zelda 2 towns would be great because, you just go into like random strangers' houses and get your health filled, get your magic filled, talk to someone, like turn into like a bat and start attacking you. So, crazy shit going down in Zelda 2 towns. Final Fantasy towns.
The
man.
one in
Final Fantasy 12 or 10
Yeah, I was gonna say
might
12
be like
has some
cozy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
what's
So
the
like
first town?
Rabanastre?
Yeah, that's it. The first town's
Yeah.
cool.
Like Star Wars.
It's a
Yeah,
little
Star Wars land.
I don't know. Dude.
Oh.
dangerous.
It's a little
Ooh,
dangerous.
A little dangerous.
Yeah, they're all
It
dangerous.
Like
is.
sky pirates and stuff,
Yeah.
man. You don't like that? All right.
Like sewers and shit.
Like
Giant
sewers.
rats.
Still
All
go
right,
in the sewer.
You don't like Ninja Turtles? What? You don't like all your Streets of Rage going in the sewers, man? Toxic sludge? Thought you'd feel at home down there.
Seriously.
Oh, dude, Juno in Final Fantasy 11, dude.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's some Juno. I mean, I'd be.
Ooh, 14 has some great.
I was gonna say I'd be scared of some of the 14 towns because like Limsa would just have a bunch of people like RPing and potentially like ERPing out in public. So
Oh, they're going to be there everywhere in 14.
yeah, it's gonna be everywhere in 14.
Does that E stand for
Degenerates.
erotic?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Oh my.
I think we should keep you away from 14 because then we'll never hear from you again.
Are you saying because I would get swept up into
Yeah.
erotic RP?
No, just
Yes.
a lot of things like the musical stuff, like the instrument playing.
yeah,
Like
good
we
save.
would never see you again.
I've played 14 now.
Yeah, you played it when it was like
But you didn't do
baby
ERP.
mode.
Yeah, it was pre-ERP, I guess. Yes.
But like regular RP, there's lots of RP in there.
Damiani, you came to the ERP. I was born there.
See, there
I
you
was
go.
I was in the
know.
internet in the muds. Way back, I was ASLing before you could walk.
And for this reason, that is why I'm like thinking maybe you should
Damiani
stay
is
away.
older than me. That's true. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know, but
spent a lot of time on the internet. you know.
in internet terms and in terms of like exposure to that, you might be older than me in that.
That's true.
See?
I've seen things, Damiani.
Yeah, the internet
I've
shows
seen
these
things.
things.
Yeah, you should never have seen. I would protect your baby eyes from what I have seen, Damiani.
Thank you.
Damiani gatekeeping ERP.
I am so like out of the realm of that. But I mean, there's videos you could watch that like get you like explain it. And
I was born in the dark web.
people make real money.
No, I'm
People
taking
make real
Gabby's
money
joke.
doing it.
Yeah.
Like people do real, not just in-game money.
Wait.
People sell like
Is
their
that
time.
is that banned though?
You're not supposed to, yeah, but people do it. Everyone.
Are
does.
you saying I could
You can make a career.
make a career in ERP?
Yes.
It's sex work, Gabby. It's different.
Prostitution isn't a bad word.
Huh?
That's prostitution. You are selling erotic. What are you selling?
Erotic roleplay. It's like OnlyFans, but text-based and in Final Fantasy 14.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't knock it.
Hey. Send a very sex-positive message.
Yeah.
That's what we're about.
Yeah.
Our next question comes from Joe Caruso.
Only fantasy is only fans.
Only
see
fantasy
is
Like,
very
only
good.
fantasy.
That is very
I'm
good.
sure it's been done.
OFF. Let's do it.
We are starting a spin-off company called OnlyFans to See. Until we get sued by either 14 or OnlyFans.
It's probably already happened. Next question is from Joe Caruso. Do you ever really enjoy a game, but you have almost no desire to revisit it because it's too demanding or complicated? It's a weird phenomenon, but I notice it much more as I get older. It's like I remember the investment I had in a game, and I'm not willing to invest again. For example, I had a blast playing Sekiro, but I just can't imagine letting it absorb my time and focus like that again. And I shudder thinking about trying to relearn the systems and mechanics of a game like Horizon Forbidden West. Weren't we talking about something recently about like the DLC, like how long and like Forbidden West? Was it you? Who was saying that? Like
1 year is like
one
the
year, you don't want to have
max.
to like go back and relearn the
Yeah.
controls and stuff. Yeah.
For me, this is huge with CRPGs. Like, it was my favorite genre as a kid. I devoured, Arcanum and Fallout and all of those. And now anytime I see, like, a really advanced, intricate CRPG, like, the last one I dove into really was Disco Elysium. And Diablo's an ARPG, so, like, I don't count them as, like, the same. But, like, really deep CRPGs just make my eyes hurt now. I'm like, I'm too old. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, it's time more than complication. So if a game is super long, that's like the only thing really holding me back from revisiting it. So like, Persona 5, haven't gone back to Royal
Oh, yeah.
only because it's, 100 plus hours. So yeah, no, like complication. Because I feel like if you play a game for a little bit, like games can start off
Yeah.
complicated, but if you play enough, like it just becomes like muscle memory at that point.
Yeah, I think that's goes to speak to a lot to replayability. Just how fun and easy and accessible it can be to like go back and play something. Especially the older it gets, like that accessibility thing, man. Might have been a game you like played to death as a kid, but like the hoops you have to like. Oh, now I have to go get it on PC. I have to install these mods and stuff.
Yeah,
was it
run?
Knights of the Republic and stuff like
Yeah.
before they made some of that stuff to make it run better? But there are a
Yeah.
lot of
Switch
those.
version, too?
Yeah, a lot of those legacy games for a while
Like,
were kind of a pain.
One of the most famous examples of that is I Love Vampire the Masquerade.
Woo!
You like need mods
Yeah.
and all this
Oh,
shit
yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
it run on like any modern computer.
You buy it legit off Steam, and then you have to get a German crack just to make it literally run.
yeah.
Just to make Steam able to open it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. That game rules.
Yeah. Anything else?
I don't know if it's the right reason, but I never want to play Deus Ex Invisible War again.
That's because it's not a great game.
Yeah. So it's just like, no thanks.
Not negative, but Final Fantasy 11. This is
What?
why, yeah,
Come on.
because all this the same thing, the mods and stuff I have to put on it
You don't
to
gotta
get.
put mods on it?
I do play with the controller and stuff, like
Oh,
absolutely. And same thing with WoW. That's why, like every time with WoW, I get drop off of
You gotta
it.
learn to use a
MMOs,
mouse and
yeah.
keyboard, dude.
Nah, it's cool.
You
It's a
just
kill.
point and click.
I just need one MMO, man. I'm good now.
You
I
can
don't, I don't need to
you
waste
don't-
more time
True.
playing
You
any
don't
more
gotta use the
MMOs.
mouse for 11.
I did play a good amount of 11. I got pretty far. I feel like that's more than a lot of people who
That's
never
true.
like
That's
really
true.
played it will go.
Not
so
far enough, though.
it's okay. Damn it. I got a good understanding of it. It makes me appreciate modern MMORPGs a lot more for sure.
Hell yeah.
Next question from Screaming Argonauts.
I'll say.
Oh,
Really,
sorry.
No,
Yeah, go ahead.
last little bit. I'll say. Destiny 2.
Oh,
Can
really?
be a really overwhelming game to
Oh my God,
revisit.
dude.
You know, it's just the.
Yeah,
it's
just
so
kinda messy
daunting
when you hop back into it.
Yeah, just like the fucking
You're
like.
what's new? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, and just like having to
Yeah,
raise
you bring
your
this up.
numbers.
Yeah, you bring this up a
is
few
like-
times in the recent,
Yeah.
like past year. I feel like you've said it. With
I feel
the-
like because I really love it so much. I still haven't finished Lightfall, but I'm caught up until that.
So Lightfall is the newest
Yeah.
one, and the
Yeah.
one coming out, or is that the one that just
That's
came
the
out?
one
That's
that
what
just
it
came
just
I know it
came
was one
out.
that came out right like a year
Beyond Light.
beyond. Okay.
Yeah. I will say because I love it so much, so I'm so invested. But just the idea of like playing and getting back into it all the time after you put it down is stressful.
Dude, I bought that shit $50, bro.
$50.
$50, bro. I bought that shit, played it with Hubert for like 3
Fuck.
hours, and I was just like, I can't. I don't
Ask for a
remember
refund.
how
Yeah.
to do anything. Like these menus, these maps.
So stressful. Stressful
Ugh.
game.
You
But
gotta-
I
that-
love Destiny.
Same.
But I'm always just like, literally, where do I go? What do I do?
Hey, man, that's why they're trying to keep you playing because
Yeah.
it's not just FOMO. It's like you'll just fall out of the loop and you won't be able to
Totally.
catch up again. Yeah.
You know
Gotta-
what game is pretty easy to hop back into though? Diablo 3.
Hell yeah.
Just go into a Nephilim Rift, no sweat.
Sick.
No, it's easy to hop into. Shout out to it, even though I don't play it a lot. But every time we do play it, Fortnite.
Fortnite, easiest.
So easy.
Easiest.
Easy to hop
So
into,
easy.
yeah.
There's never. That's
It's
why it's
so
the
easy.
best.
Like I understand how good some of the other like similar games are, like Apex or
Yeah.
any of the Call of Duty games, but
Those are hardcore.
they're pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Like they might have great features for people who play them,
Mhm.
but if you don't play them very often, jumping back in, it's like, what? How do I play this
Yeah.
game? Other than like basic, how do I know how to run and shoot and some
Totally.
basic stuff. Fortnite's just so simple.
Fortnite put it down for
so
6
straight.
months. Hop in and just like chill.
Nah. They're very good about that.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question comes from Screaming Argonaut. Hey, allies. A few years ago, I spent my Q&A time to ask about your earliest memories and impressions of each other. I now return asking you a similar question, this time about gaming franchises. To kick this off, I want to know, what were your earliest memories and or impressions of Resident Evil? This includes what you thought before and after you played your first game in the series.
I can't remember the exact time I saw Resident Evil the first time. It was either me, my brother rented it, or I saw it at Mike's house. It was one of the two. I don't remember the first time though, because it was a while ago,
Yeah.
dude.
I
When
vividly
did it come out,
remember.
like
I
96?
vividly
96.
remember mine too.
I don't
was
remember.
at the carnival in my hometown. I saw the tall case in the ring
Yes.
toss booth. I didn't even own a PlayStation, and I sat there, spent all my money trying to win Resident Evil in the ring toss because I wasn't old enough to buy it. You know?
That's a good ring toss
Oh
prize.
my god! Yeah, I was losing my marbles.
Best of all time prize.
Did not win. I think my scary cousin maybe had it. He had Loaded and Reloaded, and he listened to
Reloaded.
Tool. He freaked me out, but he had good PlayStation games. But yeah,
Sick.
I remember trying to win it in a ring toss.
I had a neighbor. I've told this story a bunch of times, but I had a neighbor named Jacob, and he had PlayStation. He lived down the street from me, and went over to his house, played it, and just immediately he had Director's Cut, Resident Evil
Okay.
Director's Cut at the time. So we also had the demo for 2. So we just played like RE1 and the demo for 2, just so much. Like we would have sleepovers all the time. So anytime we'd stay the night, just Resident Evil all night long, and that's been my favorite ever
I
since.
do have a good memory of that game with you, though. I remember because you didn't have a PlayStation, you rented a PlayStation.
Yes!
And you rented the game.
Yeah.
No memory card, though.
No memory card.
And I was watching you died at Neptune,
Yeah, dude, the shark
and
took
you
me
lost
out.
all your progress.
Yep, that was it. No death runs,
Yeah.
dude. No memory card.
That's where it comes
what
from.
are you gonna do?
You were training for it as a
Yeah.
youth there.
Yeah.
Um,
Remember that fucking God, the no memory card back then. It was so crazy.
brutal.
Getting Turok and N64, couldn't save.
you need that memory pack
My
for N64.
mom was just
yeah.
like, all right,
Dude,
like this is it.
explaining what a memory card is to your parents.
She's
was
like,
so funny.
she's like, dude, no allowance now for like 6 months. You're done. Like this is it.
Yeah, you had to buy one just
Yeah.
to rent a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, coming off of everything before PlayStation, everything to save to the cartridge.
Yeah.
So people are like, what?
How much were memory cards?
I think $40 was N64.
Holy
30
shit.
or $40.
It's like between $29 and $39.99
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what the going
yeah.
price
PS1?
for memory cards for
N64
PlayStation
it was.
and, memory pack, or the 8 megabyte cards for PlayStation 1. Yeah.
I remember
Were they
them, like
4 or
20 or yeah, I don't
Dude,
remember.
I miss the sick like logos or whatever for memory cards when you
Yeah,
load it
dude.
up and they'd have like little icons for them or avatars for
I
them.
remember the
Mm,
Castlevania
dude,
Symphony of the
yes.
Night
They were like
ones. There
unique
were, like, a
ones.
few.
They were sick.
I missed
Psycho Mantis loves that shit too.
Yep.
He does.
Ooh,
That was good stuff.
I see you like sweet Conan.
Yeah. I got the GameCube version 2, reading all your Nintendo stuff.
Oh right.
But for I was about to say Metal Gear, but for Resident Evil, I don't remember if it was PlayStation or the N64 version of Resident Evil 2.
yeah.
I think I might have rented the N64 version of Resident Evil 2.
Such a good version.
I'm so sorry to say that I was like, what the hell is this game? It looked cool, but I was like, these controls, what the hell? I was like, what the hell are these controls? And this game's so damn hard. I was like, it was rentals. I'm like, you're going back. Like, so yeah, unfortunately, did not have a great first time, but everyone was talking about it, like it was all over the place. Everyone was saying how cool it was, and I was like, man, I kind of wish I was into this. And it wasn't until like RE4. Got the demo. Yeah, I was sent the demo and that village part. I was like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then after RE4, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back and play these old ones now.
Yeah.
I want to understand what's going on. Like he's talking about like Raccoon City. I was like, I keep hearing about this and going to this place, but I want to know what's going on.
So sick.
Yeah, for sure. Next question comes from Ian Parker. I want Mega Man to come back, but with a new spin-off series in a new genre. That's interesting. Like Legends and Battle Network did back in the day. What genre should the next Mega Man spin-off series go for?
How about we keep it close and we just go full Metroidvania?
Okay, that could work. Yeah, that could work. The whole entire game's Wily's Castle.
Yeah, something like that.
Is there never been a Metroidvania style Mega Man?
I don't know.
They're all stage based.
I don't know.
I didn't play a lot of like the
There's,
GBA
like-
DS stuff.
So I don't know about Battle Network, and there's
I
there's
played
the
like,
RPG.
yeah,
There's Legends.
I played like Zero and I think ZX, and those are not Metroidvanias. They're
Yeah,
stage based.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty
Maybe,
sure.
but I can't recall.
Yeah,
Mega Man's usually always stage based.
But the fact that we can't really remember one says
Yeah.
that they probably should.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
That's what they've been working on for a while. That's the next
Yeah.
big thing.
That wish.
Bringing back Mega Man.
Co-production with Yacht Club.
That'd be really sick.
What if they like started remaking all the Mega Man games as Metroidvanias instead of stage?
That'd be weird.
That'd be weird. That'd be
That'd be
weird.
weird.
Yeah,
I don't
that'd
want
be
that.
weird.
Okay,
Yeah,
you don't
no.
want that.
Do
No,
a
no,
new.
no.
if you
What
do
about
new-
what about HD 2D versions?
If it's just new Mega Man, whatever. Just like
Yeah.
a different Mega Man. I mean, Mega Man 11 was kind of a departure too, I guess, visually and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Do you want voice acting to come back to Mega Man?
Oh fuck yeah, I do, dude.
Dude,
I love it. It's so bad, but it's awesome.
Is there any weird licensing shit going on with Legends? Why that's not
I don't know.
ported?
I don't.
That's got to come at some
I-
point. Obviously, everything comes back. Everything.
last thing I
all
heard
dreams
had
are
something.
true.
I feel like it had something to do. There was some like potential fallout between KJ and Afune, and
What do you, there? Of course, there's Fallout.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know. There might have been
They're
some.
just
There might have
writing
been something that
collections right
happened
now.
there. Yeah.
Insider trading,
So-
probably.
Well, we're running out of
Yeah,
collections.
you're gonna find out. Insider trading.
We're running out of collections of Mega Man games. So
That's
we
right.
gotta
Now
get
that they're
to
catching
Legends.
up, yeah, we're gonna have them all.
Yeah.
Then they just do. Hey, it's Capcom remaster time. Let's go.
Yeah, like
Remakes.
they don't even have Resident Evil, so I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Like, how would a Mega Man remake even be? Like
a remake of
the
one?
new- yeah, like
Dude,
well, just
a trip.
Don't do that.
you don't want that,
Mega Man 1's not good.
but that's a chance to remake it and make it good.
I guess, but like, what's the point? There's like 40 Mega Man games. Just make a new
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have said that about Resident Evil 4. Why remake that? It was so good, but
That's what I said about two.
Or
It's
Resident
like,
Evil?
why do you need to
Yeah.
remake it?
I mean, the reasons why.
Genre change,
Yeah.
perspective change.
Well, you'd have to change how Mega
Yeah.
Man
What if it like
plays
was like a
completely.
3D?
Mega Man has not worked good in 3D usually.
Can they,
Mega
can
Man
they
Legends
figure it
is-
out?
Combat's not good in Legends. It's cool. The
Yeah.
game's cool.
Could
but
they?
it's-
Could they just like rip off like Metroid Prime? And, like do like those?
There
like,
was gonna be a first-person Mega Man game. It got canceled.
It
was like not. It was a different developer.
Yo, after Metroid Prime 4 wows all of us, just give Mega Man a retro and have them
Yeah,
make a
sure.
3D Mega Man.
Sure. I would love them to give. I would just love Mega Man to come back in a new game.
Like doing those boss fights in
Yeah.
first person
Dude,
like that,
combining
dude.
shit, man. You do like a Legends, Mega Man Legends, but then like you go into your little shrines or you dungeons, and it's 2D side scroller. Best of both worlds. It's like open world Legend style. You go to towns, whatever, but then like
2D sections.
fucking dungeon area, and it's
Huber.
2D classic.
I can't wait to go into the hidden shrine. That's like the bunch of invisible teleporting block things or whatever. A giant platform. Yep. It's like just a nightmare version of that. Like the 15 platforming dungeon or whatever. It's like hell. No
I love hellish
checkpoints. No
platforming.
checkpoints. Just like 30 minutes of platforming.
Dude, falling to your death in a platforming section in a game, it always makes me smile. I'm always smiling. Your character, Dark Souls, dude, just like walking off a cliff.
Yeah.
So good. There he is.
Oh.
Coming
Nice.
in with
This
like
might be
a
the-
very serious energy.
Yeah.
A tired
Yeah.
energy problem.
Yeah.
Blood's hearing us talk about Mega Man.
Yeah.
And he feels insulted.
Yeah, blood.
What I love Mega Man.
I didn't hear anything about Mega Man.
All right. It's
coming back.
Blood's denying
One day.
it.
It's
Do you have
coming
any,
back.
before we move on, do you have any thoughts on a Mega Man spin-off or a new type of genre you'd like to see Mega Man try and tackle, Bloodworth?
Mega Man genre. Survival horror.
Perfect. This question before was about
Well
survival.
done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Blood did listen and read the room.
Like finding energy tanks, dude. Just like gnarly
Dude,
resource.
like imagine like the robots being themed after like killers like Jason and
Dude.
Freddy and stuff.
Every time you use your blaster, it's like high stakes.
What would what would Freddy's thing? I mean, it'd be the claws, but like, could he have like a dream ability or like genjutsus with people? Yeah, like you think you're shooting an enemy, but you're really like, you know,
But yeah, you like actually have to like rip something out of the other robot master's corpse to put into your gun.
Bloodworth. Well done.
Yes.
What about Mega Man having like a persistent pursuer?
I feel like we just did it with Dread, kinda, right? Metroid Dread.
Yeah, well, Dread.
Yeah.
Pursuers are not
You don't like that?
good right now.
I don't think
not
it's
bad.
usually the answer.
I'm cool with pursuers, but society as a whole right now is
Okay.
like time
You
out
gotta
on
be
pursuers.
sparing with that.
Yeah,
All right, pursuers. You
I've
gotta
never liked them.
take a break.
I definitely liked it with the Resident Evil 2 remake, but
That's-
yeah, it's getting to be a bit
There's a
played
lot.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Proto Man was the pursuer. He would just show up sometimes and fight you.
That whistle.
The pursuer in Dark Souls 2 is so sick.
The pursuer in Dark Souls 2.
I love this pursuer.
Yeah, Mega Man made like a Souls game, dude.
Comes in like an eagle, right? Like draw,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
So sick.
Imagine just like walking around like it's like a digital skate, like virtual like landscape, having crazy like boss robots just show up out of nowhere, like crazy like glitched out enemies and stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
Sign me up.
All right, let's move on. From Joey Din, would you get severed from
Only Isla knows.
the TV show
Oh, yeah, I
Severance?
haven't
if
seen
you're
it.
wondering what I'm talking
no,
about.
I would not.
I have no idea. what that
All right,
means.
I'm
Can
going
you
with Isla
explain
then.
this?
No.
Severed.
Yeah, I think I understand the concept a little.
Severance is a process by which your mind is bifurcated so that you have your work self, your innie, and your regular life self, your outie, so that you don't experience, one doesn't experience the other, but you're effectively creating a second person because they have their own life. They just never ever leave work.
Right.
And you never go to work.
That's some psychotic shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
insane.
some
Yeah.
Black Mirror shit.
No thanks.
It's it's like NDA
Gotcha.
to the extreme.
Gotcha. Sorry. I heard severance and I was thinking of like, severance payment or something. Like, would you get severed or something? So like, but it's like you get to chop off your arm to get like paid or something. Like,
Severance is an amazing television show. It's very, very, very good.
did I dream this up or there's the headline last night that there's a Black Mirror season 6 teaser?
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Okay,
it's
so
coming.
real.
It's coming. It's
Okay,
coming. It's
real.
coming. It's coming.
That's
Aaron
actually
Paul.
coming. Okay, good. I'm happy.
Josh
about
Hartnett.
it. Nice. Next question. Okay, since Isla's the only one who knows, but now that we know what you're talking about, anyone else? No. All right.
I would not do that.
I wouldn't
I would
say
not
no.
do that.
Yeah. Okay. No, Joey. Sorry. From
How do you do a doctor's appointment?
Your other self.
third self?
Your outie
Multiplicity
Your outie,
time.
yeah.
But I mean, how do you play? I don't know.
Your Audi does it. What are you talking about?
Do they just have a thing on your schedule that's like Audi time? Because
You
it's
just wouldn't be there, yeah.
So is it two separate people, or is it like Moon Knight?
No, it's you.
Okay.
It's like if every time you came to the Easy Allies office, a version of you didn't remember it, and then another version only remembers being in this building, and like can't leave.
I can never leave.
Yeah.
It really reminds me of White Christmas.
so is it like
Black
an airlock
Sort
if
of.
you get a call from your like kid's kindergarten teacher or something?
You don't communicate with the outside world. There are things, whatever.
Okay.
Also, like, would you be likely to sign up if you had a kid? I don't know.
Yeah.
Intense.
Yeah. That's deep. Our next question comes from Detenchi. Would you prefer all game lore to be found within the game, or would you rather it be a multimedia experience, i.e., some in a TV show, in a novel, on a Snapple cap, etc.?
Snapple
Yoko Taro says hi.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed says hi.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Halo says hi.
I want 90% in the game and then like 1 or 2 like in anime companion show that, you know, like I like the way Resident Evil does it with their little animated movies.
Okay.
I think that's cool. But
Hey.
90% is in the game universe. You don't need to go outside and read books and all that stuff.
I will say real quick, was it Dead Island or Death Island, whatever it's called? That
Oh,
trailer
yeah.
actually looked good.
It looks like the best one.
I have a little bit of like excitement for
Yeah?
it. Usually
Yeah?
I'm like trash immediately, discard it. I'm like, all right, all
There's
right.
hope. There's hope
All
for
right,
that one.
I'll watch the next trailer.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not,
think
I'm
it's
not
from-
out yet.
It's from the director of either Vendetta or Infinite Darkness, though, and those both are not good. But
Well, maybe they learned their lesson.
yeah,
You know, some directors have to have bad films. You know,
totally. And it comes
get
out
out
of
of
the
their
writing,
system.
too. Yeah.
That's right.
I love a good ARG leading up to a game that only like enhances a few things. Like I love the ARG leading up to BioShock 2, where it gave you like background on a guy that ended up turning into a big daddy, and you like in the game you find that big daddy.
Sick.
So if you did the ARG, you're like, oh shit, that's tragic, because that's how you like find out.
It's
But
really
if you
cool.
didn't do the ARG, you're just like, that big daddy had a name, okay, like that's it. You know, it doesn't change your experience really at all.
Very cool.
Love that kind of stuff.
I think my favorite example is like the Mass Effect books
10 out of 10 books.
because it's like you had these stories with these other characters and
The
they would
prequel one.
they would reference things from the games. You might run across those characters when you play Mass Effect 3 or whatever, and then
Yeah.
like that'd be the only way you really understand what's going on. But there'd still be enough in like the game logs to kind of clue you in. It's like, oh, okay, this is what this is from.
Yeah.
But it's never like it's other characters.
It's a bonus.
other people's stories that
Yeah,
cross over to
that's-
the game
yeah,
story,
totally.
rather than freaking Halo where you have no idea what the heck is
Yeah.
happening.
And
I
Assassin's Creed is the absolute worst of all time with this shit.
Yeah.
Like extremely important modern day timeline developments go down in like a comic book. You're just like, what? I didn't
Read
read
up.
that. Like, yeah,
read
it's
up.
all over the place.
Yeah, like when Destiny came out, like the lore, you have to go outside the game and shit.
Grimoire
Grimoire,
card.
dude.
Like that was just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, having to use an
Just
app or
awful.
whatever.
Yeah, just awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel this mostly the same way. Like I had to watch the Zelda cartoons to learn Link's personality in the original NES game.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
Very.
Yeah, I knew it was pretty cool. I was like, dang, that's what he's like. Sick. Not really, but I was like, what, 5 or something?
Yeah.
So I mean, it was him like flipping around and doing like laser shit.
We
I
didn't know
was
any
like,
better.
It's like, all right.
That's all we knew.
The illustrations though.
Yeah, also didn't make
Those
sense. It's
first 4 games, those illustrations, top tier.
like, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Wasn't the cartoon like Zelda was a badass? So I was like, how did she get captured? Like what? Like she had like this cool bow and just flips and shit and has magic. Like, okay. I guess it's like,
Well, she can't get captured every episode.
no, I'm talking about the game. So it's like
well, have you seen Ganon?
I now I sort of get it. Like it was kind of a decision that they did.
Real Thanos
Keep
energy.
Ganon away from the pieces of the Triforce. Yeah.
Thought you were
Like
gonna say
distraction.
Pieces of Eden.
Maybe that's where they got it from, Huber. Yeah. Remember how like GTA looked at what was it? Breaking Bad.
Oh, yes. How dare you?
Sorry, Huber. That was kind of mean. All right. Next question from Robert Lee. Good day, allies. I'm curious to know if any of you use custom ringtones or themes on your phones. Are we in the 2000s? Or wallpaper themes
Damn,
on
read
your
him into the
PC
ground. Joey.
or consoles. Isn't that the hip thing to say? 2000s like ringtones. I'm imitating.
I thought it was
I've never heard anyone
99.
Say that.
Okay.
I haven't either. I don't know.
Rocking
Okay.
like it's 1999 or something. What is that?
Were they around in '99?
I think so.
Maybe.
I thought they were like around during the internet because you need to download them, right?
There's nothing quite like a European ringtone commercial from the mid 2000s.
Wait, weren't there like services you just like connect your phone to? Like
Probably.
you just like
So, yeah.
dial up and do it or some shit? I don't know. Anyway, back to the question. All right, I'm curious to know if there's any of you use any custom ringtones or themes on your phones or wallpaper themes on your PCs or consoles. Very relevant. If so, what do you use? Personally, I used to have the Fight On track from Final Fantasy VII as my ringtone, but I found it to be too aggressive and switched to the Metal Gear Solid codec sound effect. Thanks for sharing. Love and respect. That codec sound was everywhere.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone had that.
I've only used vibrate my entire life.
And the alert sound too.
My entire life. My phone is never on ring ever.
I have some, but mine's the fanfare from Final Fantasy VII for the ringtone, and the text is the Zelda secret, like the boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But I
Sick.
never have that on.
What was Cloud's ringtone in Advent Children?
It was this, fanfare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. I thought it was that.
Yeah.
Now I want to know like video game character, in-game video game characters ringtones. Like, has anyone else done something like self-referential like that?
Not
Metal,
that I know
did
of.
Metal Gear? They always said that the codex, but anyone have something different?
Not
Shit.
that I can think of.
I feel like I'm forgetting like a really obvious one. I definitely tried some stuff like one of my first phones that could do this. It's like a BlackBerry, I think was the first one that could do it. And I don't remember. I definitely think I tried to get the Metal Gear Solid codec. I was trying to get like like I didn't know like where the cutoff or how you edited loops or anything like that to make it loop.
yeah.
I think I like picked like I swear I picked like simple and clean or something and tried to make like that work or whatever. And I just started playing the whole song and I'm like, oh, that's not right. This is too annoying. Stop playing. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Any others?
Yeah, I don't think I ever had one. I remember because I never wanted to like go through the trouble of figuring out how to put one on myself. And then when I got my first mobile phone, it was like one of those things where like you had to like basically subscribe to the ringtone. It's like you had to pay them like $1 or $5
Okay, that's
every
what I'm
month.
thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that
And
was.
it's like, yeah, no,
Okay.
thanks, not paying for that.
Yeah, I was so young. I was like, oh, my parents would kill me if they see
Yeah.
a bill for
Yeah,
this.
yeah, absolutely.
It's like, I'm lucky they even gave me a phone. Must be nice. Dang, what? Like, I feel like there's some other obvious ones. Just like been too long. I can't remember them anymore. Like ones like maybe I'm thinking of ones that weren't necessarily like game ones that people just having that were like pop culture ones that a lot of people were using.
EGP Noodles in chat has the dog ending for their ringtone. It's the dog woofing a bunch.
Wow.
Very funny.
Nice. What's up, Noodles?
Yeah. Now every like movie you watch with like an iPhone, it's just the general ringtone and the alert. It's like, well, because everyone like understands what it is now. So
Yeah.
if you played like some random music, I wonder if people would be like, why is the radio playing? Why are they listening to like iTunes or Spotify? Or
Oh,
whatever?
sure.
It might confuse people nowadays because we have streaming services.
Yeah, that's
so.
the other thing too. Like I just ended up leaning towards ringtones that sounded like ringing of some form or another.
Ring.
I literally never have my phone not on vibrate.
Ever in my
I-
entire existence.
I recently, like, the only time I ever turn it off of that is if I'm getting delivery like food, and I hadn't heard my own ringtone. So the first time I heard it, I was like, "What the hell is this wretched circus music? Like, what is this?" Yeah.
What is your alarm theme though on your phone? Is it a general
the
one?
the one that gives me a visceral reaction that makes me throw up. Yeah.
Yeah, the most
When I hear
annoying
it,
one.
yeah, when I hear it
possible.
in movies too, I like legit get like major anxiety. I'm just like, ah! I
Have
hate
you ever
that
gone
sound.
through some of them? That's what I had. I used to have a different alert.
Just make it an air horn.
What if I
Continual.
told you that you would develop that reaction to any sound you used as your alarm?
I would believe that 100%.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the other way
I
around.
just don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that this morning because I think my alarm's a little more subtle, but then I got up and I heard like all this stuff outside, like trucks backing up and like all these alarm sounds, and I'm like, how is your brain programmed to like tune in to the one thing
Yeah, it's wild.
that's supposed to wake you up
It's so wild.
and just sleep through the rest of this crazy noise?
It's so weird always waking up like a minute before it goes off, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
I'll sleep through Sophia's alarm, but then wake up immediately for mine. It's funny.
This is the one. I don't use this, but this is what I do on my Hangout streams. But a lot of people say they use this as their opening, their wake up song. What? You don't like this?
Are you going to play it? I'm ready.
Oh, Mark Rebillier.
Okay.
That's your alarm?
No, this is what I start like.
Oh,
but I was
okay.
like, people are in chat like, yeah, I use this as my wake up song. It's badass.
Nice. That is.
The song is called Your New Alarm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good way to start the day.
Dude, that's Mark Rebillier. He's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He just improvs that shit.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, this dude's
Vaccinated
awesome.
Attitude is such a good song.
Dude.
He made that when we were finally starting to get vaccines. It's wonderful.
Yeah, please listen to more of their stuff. It's really good.
Sick.
But yeah, no, like someone suggested it, and I like listened to it. I was like, dude, this might cure you of that.
Yeah.
Like, you'd listen to this, and be like, I like getting up,
Yeah,
man.
I like that.
Let's
Energized.
go.
Yeah.
You need something annoying because you hit snooze.
Yeah, true. He knows. He knows.
It's supposed to be annoying. It's doing its job. Our last write-in question comes from Itsimo Kid. A lot of games I've played felt like they're missing something that makes them feel whole.
Make us whole again.
Not that the ending of the game wasn't fully developed, but that the magic of getting me to live in another person's imagination didn't work. I wasn't transported into the game. What games have you experienced this with? And what do you think might have helped achieve this magical effect better?
Every game is lacking ERP.
That's a good point. But is every game actually lacking it? Or are people not pioneered and innovated
People
enough?
are not pioneering it, yeah. We can make it happen, Damiani. Dark Souls 2 ERP
Again.
streams coming up. Isla and Damiani. Full playthrough ERP.
We gotta find some mods
Yeah.
to play as different characters and stuff, so then we could actually
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I know the exact mods we need, baby.
Oh,
This is such a
Getting transported in the game is such like a weird thing that anything could affect that, even outside the game in your life.
yeah.
You could just be thinking about something else.
100%.
so
Mood matters.
yeah,
Yeah.
mindset. you
Yeah,
know.
mindset, mood, like it's really hard to say.
Like Dredge has immersed me more than a lot of games I've played lately, and it's
Apparently
like,
I need to play that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
describing it, man.
super like
It's,
immersed me and sucked me in. But it's like, why is that doing it, but not like other games like
But-
maybe Horizon Forbidden West? I love it, but I wasn't like fully immersed,
Sure.
even though that thing is like, you know, the high production really wants to immerse you in the world. But like Dredge, dude, I'm sailing those seas. Like,
yeah, I feel like what you're saying. Remember your time you asked me about why I don't get into Rogue Legacy 2, but I get into Vampire Survivors? Remember this feeling you're feeling right now, all right? And now you got a little taste of that answer.
You're
all right?
there.
There you go.
But that's the thing that's funny to me because like there's just games where like I'm not worried about being immersed, you know, like maybe if
Yeah.
I'm playing like a horror game and I'm not feeling it and then it just becomes kind of boring because it's like, okay, I'm just like walking slowly but I can't
Opening
see anything. Yeah. Yeah, if a horror game's not selling you on the tone, then you're really in a bad spot.
yeah.
But there's a lot of games, you know. I mean, we were just playing Dead Island 2. It's like I'm not worried about immersed in that game.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun,
Totally.
you know.
Absolutely.
I'm watching a trailer for Dredge. I don't know if I want to play this.
Dredge, dude. I haven't seen anything
right.
underwater, really. I haven't seen any underwater structures.
Well, oh, there's a big oh. Yeah, no, that's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, but what about like games that are trying to achieve this, like something like oh my gosh.
Like Cyberpunk.
I mean, Horizon's a good example. Yeah.
Horizon, but
Cyberpunk kind of is too because it kind of does both. There are times where I'm super immersed in that game, and there are
So
other times
true.
where I'm just like why does it feel like there's sort of nothing to do in this whole part of the town?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're so right. You're so right.
Yeah, but games like that, like a Life is Strange.
Yeah.
You were like like
So
it's so
immersed.
integral that
Yeah.
you like do
Because
in
the
that.
emotional connection, I think, is also really important.
Yeah. So you ever had a game that was like similar style that like failed to do that? Maybe that you can recall, like any of like other like any of the Walking Dead games that you play or any of those?
I mean, they have like there's some not as good seasons, and then you're definitely like removed from it compared to like Walking Dead season 1 is like every moment is so important. And there's no dull moment in that season.
Yeah, I definitely feel like some of the Telltale games
Yeah, there's just a
kind
disconnect.
of missed that. Like I remember when they had I didn't even play through it myself because I had a disconnect just from people having an office was Game of Thrones.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, I forgot that already happened, right?
Yeah.
What about the Batman game? You played that one?
Really good.
It's so good.
Yeah,
But you like the Game of Thrones one, huh?
I did. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But some of their earlier ones maybe didn't achieve as much like critical acclaim, but like the Back to the Future one,
Right.
Yeah.
the Jurassic Park one.
Yeah.
Shout out to AJ, Back to the Future.
I feel like
Got
maybe
his start.
yeah. Was AJ
What was
at
that Telling
PR
Lies? Was
event?
that Don't Nod?
Telling Lies, no, that's Sam Barlow's second one.
Yeah.
Not Telling Lies. Tell me, not tell me
Tell
why.
me Tell
me why.
Tell me why, but the
Tell
other
me
one.
why.
Not Tell Me Why, but the other one.
Oh,
Twin
the
Mirror?
one with the Mind Palace, yeah,
Twin
Twin
Mirror.
Mirror.
Yeah, that one too. It was just like trying to immerse
Have those-
you.
have
and it's
those
just
all-
like,
Have those all worked out? Like, was it like their Immortality was the most recent?
Yeah,
one,
Immortality is amazing.
Yeah.
I missed Telling Lies. I need to go back to
Okay.
that at some
Yeah,
point.
skip that one too.
All right. Anything else before we move into our call-in?
just that secret sauce. I think is a lot of factors in that. I think it's emotional investment is a really big one because if you're super invested in what's going on in the world of that game, you're just more in it.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think it's a lot of factors
Yeah,
contribute.
big time.
It's not like sometimes it might not even be the game's fault.
Absolutely.
It's a personal thing with you. So yeah, if it didn't like resonate, maybe it's hard when you already played something to like go back and like you already played it. It's kind of hard to like try and reinsert yourself.
Yeah,
But maybe try like a different game. Like it's just like I don't know. Does it like I was gonna ask a question about like anyone have like specific like pre-game rituals they do to like like sports people have like all these traditions and stuff like to get yourself ready. I don't think does anyone really do that for games? People just jump into games like
I do for like horror games or games I'm excited about, like Fallen Order tonight.
Yeah.
Well, this
I'll
is
be ready.
about like how
Pre-download that shit.
pre-download.
Sophia says it's got 30 hours left on her Steam.
Oh.
download.
my God.
Lord. Okay.
Dude, it didn't take me that
And we have
But
good internet.
Steam's probably getting hammered
Steam's
right
probably
now.
Oh,
getting
Steam.
hammered.
Yeah, Steam.
Oh, they just released a new client beta. That's why
Uh-oh.
Steam.
Do they-
There's
Oh.
an update. Sorry, client update or something. Maybe that's contributing to it. And now I sort of forgot. Rituals. Like all the time we get asked about like digital future of games, like physically. Like that was part of the ritual. A physical game, going to the store to have to pick it up. No,
miss it.
Pre-Amazon days.
I miss it.
Getting that like box.
Yep.
Peeling off the plastic. That new game smell.
I
The
miss it.
video game manual.
Oh,
I will
Think
say
through it.
though, as much as I wish I was picking up physical a little bit more often. What I do not miss is go to the store and like, oh, did you pre-order it?
Yeah, obvious.
And then like having to like
Yeah.
hunt like
Yeah.
5-6 different stores to figure out where the game
Not
is.
only did you pre-order it, but did you pre-order it in the most condescending tone imaginable? Did you pre-order it?
So this is like the origin, the genesis of like before we got into like they added on the questions after that. That was the beginning. And they asked that first condescending question, and then it
Yeah.
evolved into, do you want the player's guide for this too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it was, do you want a to buy a phone today?
Okay. The upsell, forget the upsell, dude. So insulted when I went to like a GameStop or whatever it was called in 2000 to go get Majora's Mask, and they go, "You want a player's guide?" And I felt like insulted, and I was like, "Oh, why?" And you're like, "This game's really hard, man." I'm like, "Okay." I felt so bad for you, dude.
That rules.
But yeah, I like before some of that, I remember you had to like keep your physical receipt
Yeah.
sometimes. So like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
pick up
yeah.
your like
To
pre-order.
be able to get your pre-order. at all.
Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Spider-
Did it. My Spider-Man 2 had like a scratch in it. I did not.
Oh, OG. I was like, I thought you were referring to
Yeah.
like the future, like
No, no.
Marvel Spider-Man.
So I had
like,
to, so I tried to return it and it got some attitude. But they ended up.
Okay.
I just wanted to swap it out. It wasn't.
Real
I
quick.
didn't even want my money back. It
Last
was like I
thing.
just want to swap it.
Last thing, real quick. Literally, in a story involving Ben, actually, I took him to return a game at a Walmart, and it was a version of the game that technically was not at Walmart.
Oh,
So that's what screwed us over at the end. It was a version of it that they did not stock.
weird.
But, like-
is that where you originally bought it?
No, I don't know where he got it stuff, but like it was still sealed and everything.
Yeah.
So
This is
literally, it was
weird.
like I'd gone through an ordeal like sometime in the past near that where I knew all the things to say because it was like, all right, no, I know how this legitimately works. And every time this lady was just like doing her damnedest to make sure I couldn't return it there.
Oh my
And I kept quoting
Vendetta.
I was quoting like California policies and stuff. And then she get her manager, she's like, he's right. But then at the end, so we won. Like we're getting a getting the refund,
God.
dude. I like felt like because I was like, I think like Ben was like, what the fuck's going on? I think I just want my money back, please. And like, oh my god, why are they making it so hard to return? God damn. And then literally they go to do the return, and the lady just like it was like Tim Curry in Home Alone 2 when the credit card comes back declined or stolen, like the biggest Mr. Grinch smile. She's like, so like it was like swear she did like a party dance. She's like, it's not in our system, sir. We can't give you a refund,
Dude. And that's how it
It's
ended.
like we don't have a SKU for it. We can't legally do the return. She was like so happy.
A party dance.
Wow.
It's like, oh no,
is
the
top
the
tier.
raid is wiped. We got to the last phase. We wiped. Oh.
Good
All right.
prog, though. Good prog.
Yeah, good. Good. Damiani, good.
I wish I remember what the game was. I totally
Oh.
forget.
But yeah, just one of those things where he had gotten 2 copies.
Yeah, I think he had like. I think it was
opened the
probably,
Walmart
like,
one,
Yeah.
Funny.
All right.
All right.
Take us away for the call-in segment.
Welcome to Hot Mics, our beautiful call-in show segment. We've got a few people waiting in the wings, I believe. Gabby, is that correct? Yeah. That is correct. Are we ready with our first caller? We're queuing up Rex right now.
Excellent.
Rex.
Shepherd.
Be
Heck
sure
yeah.
to turn your radios down at home.
I'm a Krogan Shepherd. I want to kill.
Rex is from
Yo.
Tennessee. I want to kill.
I want to kill.
Hey, you know like Ryan's? Oh, go ahead.
I'm
Let's-
a Krogan.
We'll save it.
We're still waiting on
Oh.
a little back end here.
Yeah, do you listen to the radio at all? What channel is it? Whatever. Kiss FM.
Yeah.
Ryan Seacrest pays your
I did.
bills.
Yeah,
We need
absolutely.
to get like a thing with Keely where Keely pays your bills
That
for us.
was so
Like,
sick.
we're like our calling people, dude.
Volunteer
10 out of
somebody
10.
else.
Keely.
Yeah.
We need Keely to pay our bills.
Bill Spencer will pay your bills.
So good.
All right. I see Rex has joined us. Rex, are you there? Nice.
Yo.
Guys,
Perfect.
can you hear Rex?
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
Hey, Rex.
Okay.
Actually,
What's
a little
going
too loud
on,
on mine,
Rex?
but I don't have the controls. No worries.
Don't be.
Yeah, it's fine. All good.
Oh, wait. Chat can't hear.
Question to you
There we go.
is out of all the how do you say attractions or tourist destinations that are in the metro Los Angeles area, which one is you guys' favorite and why?
Okay.
Oh.
Tourists, stay away from Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
Stay away.
Sorry, what was the question?
I mean, it's
Tourist
fine, but it's a little crowded and messy right now. But yeah.
Like Disneyland or not very far
Yeah,
from it,
yeah.
or like kind of
Yeah, yeah.
like the
Oh.
or
Okay.
yeah. Which one is your favorite?
Disneyland is pretty
yeah,
freaking
definitely,
OP.
Yeah. The
If
highest for
you
sure.
if you want something off the beaten path, a little off the beaten path, make sure you go to the Museum of Jurassic Technology. Don't look into it. The less you know, the better. Just go. It's one of my favorite places.
What's that place on the hills at the Getty?
The Getty.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Getty-
like that
Getty's
place.
great. Yep.
Two, there's the villa and the museum.
Yeah,
right?
there's the Getty Museum and the Getty Villa.
Top
The
tier.
museum is the bigger one up on the hill.
Also, Dodger Stadium.
And
There's
try
some
to see a
bias
game.
there. Yeah, there's some bias.
Griffith Observatory.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Griffith Observatory.
I was watching Terminator last night. They start there.
LACMA's great. The
Oh, yeah.
LACMA's
LACMA's
great.
great.
Right next to the tar pits as well, so you can 2 for 2. They're starting up their free Friday jazz concerts again at LACMA.
Oh,
So that's pretty cool.
Farmers Market
Oh, there are millions of those.
next to the Grove.
Oh,
like
the Grove,
OG Farmers Market.
OG.
Good spot. You can just walk around, get some dank food, get some dank snacks.
See some dank celebrities all hungover.
Really cool spot.
Yeah, you are almost guaranteed a medium celebrity sighting at the Grove/Farmers Market.
Someone on that episode of that TV
Yeah,
show
yeah,
will
yeah.
be there.
Yeah, you'll be like, was that guy in Dawson's Creek?
Yeah.
I think that's the guy from that kind of thing.
Also, a couple food spots like Pink's is absolutely legendary. Hot dogs. And Cantor's Deli,
yeah, Cantor's is great.
Yeah.
local famous spot. And right across from the farmer's market is Dupar's. It's like a diner breakfast place.
Yeah, I know we still don't know what the crap's going on with the ArcLight, but I think you should at least try to get like to one of the historic theaters. I know you're shutting down Hollywood Boulevard, but like getting to the Chinese theater, to the Egyptian
Sure.
theater, or something.
Good call.
You know,
Good
Oh,
call.
The
yeah.
Dolby is, I mean, even walking in the first little area of the Dolby, where you can see all the Best Picture winners. If you get to see something in the Dolby, that's even cooler. There is actually Hollywood is a shit fire. The Hollywood Museum that's right next to Mel's Diner is actually pretty good.
Oh, the Wax Museum. Yeah.
Well, the Wax Museum is but I'm talking about the one over by the Mel's Drive-In. It's called the Hollywood Museum, I think, and it has the basement is a full-size, complete, accurate recreation of the set from Silence of the Lambs. It's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what like the Universal Backlot tour is good for too.
Yeah.
Good tour.
I've not, unless I missed it, I have not heard a single person say any of the beaches come out to here. Do you want to go to the beach?
I mean, it depends what you mean by beaches, because there's some good, like,
Or Malibu.
yeah, there's some good spots around Malibu, but it's not
Yeah.
like going swimming. It's like, just kind of exploring the
Go
cliffs
south
and
for
stuff.
that.
Actual LA beaches, are usually pretty scuzzy.
Yeah.
If you bang down all the way down Pico, usually it's a little less crowded because it's like south of Santa Monica, but yeah.
Yeah, the beach, Dockweiler around the airport is actually kind of decent
Yeah.
for swimming. Yeah.
Sick.
But yeah, LA.
All right, thank you for answering my question, and hopefully this will be a regular thing for me.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you.
Max.
Take it
Thanks for
easy.
calling
Thanks,
in.
dude.
Thank you. Gabby, who do we have next? RF Switch.
Yo.
Coming up you're on deck. We're getting them in there.
It's so funny, these graphics that Discord has on here. I know nobody can see
Yeah,
them.
nobody
There's
can
these
see
weird
that,
little
but-
characters.
All right, here she is. RF, how you doing?
Hey everyone, I'm
yeah.
tired. Just
Sure.
tired.
Same.
Yeah. All right, so my question is purely Huber bait, but I'm going to ask it for all of you. What is your favorite villain death and why?
Favorite villain death.
I don't want to spoil it, but I'm going to say a character at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots.
Okay.
Because it is the absolute culmination.
That's
It is so hard to beat that storyline from MGS 1 to 4. Just that it's beautiful. It is the end game of video game stories, in my opinion.
Yeah, are we limiting it to games, RF, or because like Hans Gruber comes to mind?
I was just about to say.
Any media, I've got some pretty hot ones for this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Hans
What-
Gruber, pretty hard to beat there.
Yeah.
Hans Gruber.
Chat says the Raiders of the Lost Ark face melt.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Well, yeah, Raiders is gory as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last Crusade is like
Temple of Doom as well.
Dude, Temple-
Soft R, dude.
Temple of Doom is like gators spinning around and stuff.
Dude, the heart rip?
Oh,
The
that's
heart
not the
rip,
villain
yeah.
death.
The villain
The
death.
villain death. Yeah,
Got it.
the villain death is like the gators.
Yeah.
Wind Waker Ganondorf, chat is saying.
I mean,
I do like
Ocarina
though how
and
he
them got
skids the
stabbed.
rocks on the fall
Same
down
foot.
to the gators.
Yeah, that really
Crocodiles.
maturely died.
Let's be
Yeah.
clear.
Who?
Those are crocodiles.
Here we go.
Get it
Crocodile. Okay.
right, idiots.
Thank you, crocodiles. Thank you.
Good to have you back, Blood.
Yeah, it's great to have Blood back. Thanks, Blood, for the correction.
I also love when Natiri shoots a dude with a bow in Avatar 1.
I owe you a
10 out
death.
of 10. Yes, dude, yes.
Just rewatch that on digital.
I owe you a death.
I owe you a death.
Oh, he chose poorly? Hell yeah, dude. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, Red Dead 2 Final Duel.
Yeah, video game ones, man.
Mm.
Damn. Trying to remember anything like super like.
There's a certain character in a volcano that
I was
gets
thinking
shot.
about
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's controversial. That's a highly controversial death right there.
I think that person ducked, but whatever.
He pulled a Ninja Turtles. Remember Turtles 3 when they shoot the cannon and like it was like Leo or whatever just like ducks his head in and they're like Kappa. And he's like, man, I love being a turtle.
Yes,
so like
dude.
the daimyo in like feudal Japan. So
Yeah.
he's like they fire a cannon and he ducks. He's like, what the hell? He just calls him a Kappa. Like,
So good.
oh, Ninja
RF,
Turtles.
you had some. What did you have?
Well, my favorite death of all time, I can't spoil because Huber wants to watch The Owl House. Damiani said he
Yeah.
might want to watch it. Isla has to watch it. Isla.
Okay.
But it is an extremely satisfying, slow, brutal, and
Sick.
graphic death.
Those are some
Good
For a
nice-
heavens.
Disney cartoon.
Isn't this a kid's
For
show?
Disney,
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
some good
Oh, no.
descriptors.
But my second favorite, since I have to say one, Huber,
Yeah.
Krauser from Remake.
Krauser.
Krauser.
Yeah, dude.
Because, like, they did it so much better in Remake. Because, like, he, like, has this little tinge of humanity at the end.
Yep.
Yeah,
And he gives
yeah.
this, like,
Yep.
warrior's respect to Leon before the knife
Totally.
plunges in.
Totally.
And then, like, the look back from Leon, and he has this, like, mix of emotions going through him before he just
So good. Great
scoffs
pick.
and walks away.
Shades
Oh,
of
it's
Quaritch
so-
and Spider. Looking back, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes.
couldn't resist. You were right. Our Switch maximum Huber pander.
Yeah, that's very good.
Well, yeah, I know.
Oh, Roger Rabbit chat
Love
says
that.
that's a great one.
Oh, that's a
dude.
good one.
Good one.
Fellowship, the Urukai.
Oh,
dude,
my
he like
God.
pulls it through. He's like,
Oh, better.
Dude, my king. So
Better.
epic.
Saruman.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
The knife in the back.
The cut out
Top
scene.
tier.
Yeah, the cut in the extended. Yeah.
Okay, that's the one extended scene. So Two
Essential.
Towers extended edition, Brad.
should be there,
When I was
yeah.
saying I was watching the non-extended editions, Two Towers is the one that it's like the most insulting.
They're
Blasphemer.
all insulting. But
Absolute blasphemy.
Yeah, it's
Watching the theatrical versions, Damiani.
It's-
Shameful.
well, Two Towers is that scene just ends so abruptly. Like you can tell, like there's something definitely missing from this shot. What happened? Why did they cut like this?
Totally.
Yeah, I'm not good at these questions, but the one that came to mind, always good, is the because I still don't understand how it got past the censors, is Hitler's exploding head in Bionic Commando.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Tarantino there.
oh,
yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
It wasn't called Hitler either, but it was clearly Hitler. Whatever name they
Another
made up for that character.
one of the most classics of all time. Jurassic Park on the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
that-
Dylan, though. Right?
That's
Lawyer.
like
He's a lawyer.
morally
Sort of,
questionable.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a blood-sucking lawyer.
blood-sucking lawyer. Yeah. There
I
is-
saw
you.
I saw the it wasn't a villain, but the Jurassic World death was making rounds on Twitter and stuff.
I forget.
The one
the
Forgettable movie.
the one
Sorry,
with the
Don.
caretaker or whatever. The
Oh
name.
yeah.
Oh
I remember
yeah,
that.
people
Got
weren't
grabbed by
happy
the
about that,
by the
yeah.
flying one and then
That was funny.
just passed
Oh,
around.
excessive.
Yeah.
What movie is it where someone falls onto a gargoyle and it's raining and then the water turns to blood? What is that? Because that's a good one.
Punisher?
Crimson Peak or some
No.
shit.
I
It
don't
sounds
know.
like. Yeah, I don't know.
I can like see it so palpably, but I don't
Damn.
remember what it is. Oh, well.
Batman?
Yeah, it
It
sounds
might
very
be
Batman.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It might
Joker or something.
It might be.
No, he falls on like flat ground. Doesn't
Yeah.
be. Yeah, because he has the ha ha ha.
Yeah.
ha.
Yeah. Did
Might be
you,
Max Shrek. I don't remember.
Was it that? No.
No, I don't remember.
I don't. I can spoil what it was, but did you see Scream 6?
No, have not.
All right. Very
Some good kills?
satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Villain.
gonna see it.
Like killing of the antagonist.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Naruto spoiler, I guess. Careful, Kisame. I don't remember if you remember how he goes out, but that was sick.
Oh my god, yes.
On character.
Wits. Battle of Wits.
Best random goon kill, Huber. John Wick 4, when the guy, just some random dude coming at him, and then the girl shoots an arrow through his leg,
Yep.
and it makes him pivot backwards, and then John Wick shoots him in the face as he's going backwards.
So good.
So good.
The way his body is, like, stuck, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that movie.
So sick. Great question.
Yeah, really good.
Could do this
RF.
all day, RF.
You got any other ones, or should we move to the next caller?
Nah, I'm good. Just go watch Owl House. It's only 40 episodes. It's great.
Well,
Well,
So
40,
many episodes.
40 episodes and like 3 specials. You know what? Just go to the next person.
Okay. Good to
Later.
hear from you, RF.
See you.
Thanks.
All right, who we got coming up, Gabby?
Love a good villain death. Love a good villain.
We got Mo, who was our first ever caller, coming
sick.
back.
Nice.
Yo.
Guts.
We're working on.
Mohawk.
Yeah, Mo, dude. She reads. Mo read the Lesbian Necromancers in Space series that I was listening to,
No
the
way.
audiobooks. Gideon the Ninth.
Sick.
She reads them.
That is
Crazy,
that is
crazy.
a very cool
Yeah.
piece of trivia there. I love that.
Anyway, stalling successful. Mo, are you that? You're muted apparently. Mo seems to be muted. We're working
There
on
we
that.
go.
Here
Hello?
we go.
Yep.
Yo.
Mo,
What's
you're
up,
on
Mo?
the air.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. So last time I asked about Street Fighter, which is one of my favorite franchises, so I figured I'd switch up this time and pivot to Zelda because Tears of the Kingdom is coming out. So for my question, since I noticed on the podcast when you guys talk about it, you stick mostly to like the gameplay stuff with the fuse ability and all that kind of stuff. But since it's hot mics, I figure it's time for some good baseless speculation. So what are your lore suggestions for Tears of the Kingdom? Do you think we're going to see Skyloft or Demise or Goddess Hylia? Is Zelda going to be playable? What are the new champions going to do? You know, what do you guys think?
Dude,
Hell
the,
yeah.
The real question.
I love that demise call. I'll say that.
I mean,
People like
they're convinced.
thought stuff in the trailer is Demise, but I'm
There's
not
an
sure I'm
image that-
convinced. Yeah.
Even if it's not them, it clearly visually is referencing
Right,
that
right.
character.
Bring
Yeah.
everything back
Well, and that's the
somehow.
thing. Like,
Demise.
The
yeah.
sword.
I was telling Brad, I just picked up Breath of the Wild again
Mm-hmm.
because I never played through the Champions Ballad DLC, so I'm going through that now, and just like getting reacquainted with that game and is like looking at like all the stuff that's named after so many things.
Oh, yeah.
You're like it's just reference overload.
They just had
Yeah.
fun with that. Yeah, I think just because Skyward Sword HD was the Zelda that came out before
Yeah.
this, and visually there seems to be a lot of nods to that style of game. I think if I was a betting person, I'd bet on some kind of like Skyward Sword connection. Maybe not continuity,
Yeah.
because I still don't believe, despite everything that's been said, that this game is like this Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are really going to try and follow any of the previous Zelda games.
No.
But they could just take what was already in Skyward Sword and apply a new version of that mythos to Tears of the Kingdom. So it doesn't literally have to follow everything that went down in OG Skyward Sword. But hey, there's a character named Demise. He was like, led to Ganon or something. There was this goddess named Hylia. She led to Zelda or something. There was this sky world called. Yeah, they could do that. And I like that Loftwing better be in there, man. I just want to see that Loftwing mount. Want that Loftwing mount? Want to be able to fly with that? Like have a boss battle.
Amiibo
on it.
only.
Amiibo only. Loftwing Amiibo. Yeah, it's real. The Zelda
real,
one.
yeah.
There you go.
I expect something with Fi maybe to show up in this one. Because in Breath of the Wild, the sword
Good call.
flashes. I think talks to Zelda. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that ties in. But I'm with Damian. I think there's going to be some Skyward Sword connection, something linking them.
Huber? What if there's a Girahim fight?
I will die. It's my
He
favorite.
has to be the sword, I guess.
Yeah.
What if he's like the evil sword? That's like
I would be
Girahim's corrupting
obsessed.
Fi.
Bring him back.
Because he was a weapon too.
Yeah, he
One
was
of
the
the
other sword.
goats.
Oh, the War of the Blades, dude. That's Bleach going into the sword and stuff, dude. Yeah.
I don't know anything about Bleach,
Okay,
but
he doesn't know
Soldier.
Bleach. Damn it. Okay. All right, never mind.
That's some wild speculation.
Yeah.
Crossover.
There's some Bleach influences. Yeah, let's go.
No,
I'm
I'm just
like the best possible number.
I'm just
two
not.
villain.
I'm not convinced that they're gonna tie any of that stuff. There's so much going on with the continuity between the two, with the champions.
True.
As well as the Zonai or whatever that we're getting glimpses of.
I still think this exists in a world where all the other games are just legends, but none of them did or did not happen.
I mean, that's essentially all of Zelda.
Yeah.
But yeah, the timeline is a myth.
CO blood.
Canonical timeline. Sorry, there is a timeline.
What if there's
a?
a?
Yeah. I mean, they eventually
It's
put
canon.
it up, but
What's gonna be the post credits teaser, Damiani?
Oh.
Post credits
Teaser?
stinger. What is it?
Um.
Post credits. What do you see?
Let's say it's going to be.
did they do that?
It's gonna be
before?
Sheik.
If you got the memories.
It's gonna be Sheik.
Aw.
I like that.
Something's gonna because something clearly is going down with
I love
Zelda.
that. I love
Something's
that.
going down with Zelda. Maybe we don't get a clear, defined resolution, and then it's just like this scene, and you see someone dressed exactly like Sheik.
Dude, and then the DLC expansion is fucking
You-
chic.
the DLC is gonna be
That'd
play as Zelda.
So sick.
There you go, because they know everyone
That
wants to
would be
play as
dope.
Zelda,
Yo,
so it's
that
gonna be the
would be
DLC.
sick.
Yes.
Will Midna appear?
In my dreams.
Are we gonna get Twilight in here? Man, we're just gonna go nuts with this.
4 worlds: underground, above ground, above ground, and then Twilight Realm. Yeah.
I mean, we could get make this the Zelda multiverse trilogy.
Hell yeah.
And make another one. That's why all these references are in there, blood, because there's clearly a character who can travel between dimensions. Because all these games are in different dimensions. And,
Right. Well, I mean, that is, aside from the time travel theory, that is the other theory that there would be, essentially a Twilight Realm or a Dark World. That's where Zelda is, and that's why she can be in a place. It's very obvious to everyone where she is. That they triangulated it, but somehow can't get the link.
Sazeru in chat says that the post credits is just the Switch Pro, but I think the way they would do it is they would show Link putting on a Switch Pro T-shirt
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
in engine.
But no, they're doing the glider
T-shirt
things this
reveal.
time. Don't forget the glider. The glider fabric is the new T-shirt.
Oh right, so
Yeah.
you'll get a Switch Pro glider fabric. Yeah.
That's right. Link's gonna get a Mario Kart.
Sure. Why
Yeah.
not?
That's gonna
Ooh,
be
the
it.
Blood Moon has a face. That'll be cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick. And it starts crashing towards you.
Yeah, every Blood Moon that gets a little closer. There's like a timer.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't want to see timers in Zelda.
No
again.
timers.
Majora's Mask taught that
No
one
timers,
lesson.
please.
We have never
No
seen
timer.
timers since. They will not come back.
Lightning Returns, dude.
Yeah, there's.
Mo, you have any theories?
The one thing I'm hoping for to keep it kind of grounded, just like how on the Great Plateau in the first game, it turned out to be the ruins of Ocarina of Time's Castle Town. I hope somewhere on the Sky Islands, if Skyloft is not there, we find like the ruins of Skyloft, like what clearly would have been Skyloft.
Yeah,
Kind of like the
cool.
ruins of Lon Lon Ranch and that kind of stuff. I think that'd be like a nice little subtle nod without having to like
Dope.
beat you over the head with it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's really cool.
Might see that
You're
giant
gonna- you're-
Hylia statue. Up
You're gonna be
there.
on the edge, like the mist clears, and you see a little red pinwheel.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah, from the little tower they had up there.
Yeah. I could totally see something like that happening.
And then the Loftling shows up and roars.
course.
Like a mighty roar.
What
Yeah.
about that like vampire guy that showed
Dude,
up?
he's still down there. Like he's just like hanging down there. He goes, he just tells you stories from back in the time.
Still
back in the
alive,
day.
dude.
I miss.
Wait,
these
just chilling with the
people.
constructs, just
Yeah.
like hanging out with the robots.
Yeah.
What were they called again? The happiness stars or whatever. That you had to, like-
Gratitude.
There you go. Yeah, he
Gratitude
gives you
stars.
those quests.
Yeah.
You got to go do
Yeah.
them again. Oh, maybe there'll be an island with like the pumpkin stuff.
Ooh, I like that island.
I want to see
Beatles
punished
running his
Cass.
shop up on the island.
Punished Cass like loses a wing, dude. Can't play anymore.
He's got an eye patch. He's playing
Yeah.
the broken accordion.
You find out that Cass is really a descendant of Groose.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, sure. I guess if the
buy
Rita
it.
were supposed to be Zora evolution, sure. Why the hell not?
What did you said something else, Mo? But I talked over you. What did you say?
Oh no, I just said I'd buy that if he was a descendant of Groose. That'd be funny.
Oh,
He already
yeah.
kind of looked like a bird anyway, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else before we move to the next caller, Mo?
No, that's it. Thanks again, guys, and also Damiani, thanks for the shout out from the community showcase last month. You said it like right after I hung up the call, and I was like, "Yes, that was me." But I couldn't say anything,
You're
so
welcome. Yeah.
thanks for
Keep
that.
up that work. Yeah.
Love it.
Will do,
Good
man.
to
Hopefully,
hear
we'll have
from
some
you.
new news for you guys soon.
Look forward to it. Thanks.
All right,
Thanks, Mo.
Thanks,
Take care,
Tom.
Mo.
Mo.
All right, guys, take it easy.
You too. Take it easy. Sorry. Gabby muted him in the middle of it. Easy. Thank you so much, Mo. We are getting ready for our next caller, who will be Swordfish.
Yo.
The, mod,
Greetings.
not my girlfriend. Okay.
Greetings.
We're getting the mod Swordfish in here. Love this. Love the call-in show. Thank you, everyone, for calling in. All right, Swordfish, you are on the air.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yo,
Hey.
dude.
So, with Huber recently sharing that he watched the first Terminator movie with his grandpa,
Hell yeah. Good times.
my question is, do you guys have any feel-good memories, gaming or not gaming related with family members?
So many.
Yeah. I mean, one of my all-time favorites will be GoldenEye with my brother
Mm-hmm.
and my friends and his friends, combining the friend groups
Yeah,
and just
definitely
like,
remember that.
like, all right, winner stays on, bottom three, give it up.
Stakes.
The highest stakes ever. Like, you lose, you can't play. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's absolutely one of my all-time favorites.
Uh,
forever.
playing World of Warcraft, my brother, because he like doesn't play games at all, but he would play that like a fiend. So it was sick getting to actually play with him for years.
Playing Myst and Seventh Guest with my dad was always a real treat, and then playing Jackbox, or not Jackbox, but You Don't Know Jack, as it was known in the day, with my whole family was a lot of fun. My mom really loved those. Those were so much fun.
Sick.
Yeah, neither of my brothers really played games. They did, but they weren't really like playing them very often. So they'd like play a little bit of them, but they were mostly into other stuff. And then the only memories of my parents ever playing anything was my dad tried out Nintendo pinball, NES pinball once, because he liked actual pinball. And I think he was like very curious about it, but I think in the end he was like, it's not like real pinball, so he's like, whatever. And I think my mom tried like Wii Sports, the tennis in it once, because everyone was like, trying Wii Sports. That's really it. So never really, yeah. But my nephew really likes video games, so
Nice.
each time I get to see him, he like where's the Switch? After I talk with his mom and dad, we like go over like the rules and stuff. So
Yeah.
because they don't want him playing it the whole time, so
Yeah.
we have to figure out when we're gonna take it away from him.
Nothing
and
too
stuff.
violent.
So it's like, well, yeah, like I kind of like organize it so that like only like games I think he'll be interested will show up on like the main bar.
Nice.
And it's usually like Mario and Kirby. It's like a bunch of Mario and Kirby
Yeah.
games are just on there. And every time, like it's very fun to watch them play any game, but like watching them play Kirby, which is it's such a simple game, but how they try and play it, just like the mind of like a child trying to play a game. It's like can't really think like that anymore, but like seeing it in action, it's like holy crap! Like And you just don't say anything. It's like okay, like
Keep trying
like you'll get it, like like you'll learn. But like it's just fun to see that like they like just first experience. They have like no idea, and it's
That
like
rules.
we're like so loaded with that. It's like impossible
Yeah.
to even like approach that anymore.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm trying to think about like specific times, and the one that does kind of stand out in my mind was like, not too long, just like a couple years after I'd moved out here, going back home, and I wanted to show my dad Eternal Darkness, and I was like, so I just played through the first like couple chapters or whatever with him watching. And then I figured, like, all right, that's probably enough. And he's like, oh no, keep going. I'm interested.
Dope.
Cool.
So it was kind of a
Good
surprise.
dad pick, Blood.
Yeah, because it had been a long time since we connected on any kind of games or anything like that for a while. So
Nice.
That's super jolly.
Love that.
Swordfish, you got any yourself?
Yeah, mine's short but sweet. The Super Mario 64 version on the DS, there was a mode in it that had these bomb ops where you had to use a stylus to drag them before they blew up. And that's about the only fun thing about the Super Mario 64 version on the DS. But I would pass that with between family members on the original DS, the big, huge gray one. And we would try to beat each other's high score. And there were times where I couldn't play my DS, even though I'm the one that majorly played it. And it was good to see them, just passing it back and forth between family members. Oh, I got 100. Beat that. And, passing it back and forth.
That's fun.
I love that. Jolly question, Swordfish. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for answering my question.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
All right.
Anything else before we move to our last caller?
No, that's about it.
Thanks, Swordfish.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
Take it easy.
Later, dude.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Bye. All right, I think our final one. While we're getting that ready, chat wanted to know, Brad, if you're excited for Anakin coming to Fortnite.
He said no. I showed him. He's like, I'm not buying that. I was like, what the hell?
I don't have that connection.
Which Anakin?
Hell?
Anakin. Hayden Christensen.
So it's that one. Okay.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith, Anakin.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
specifically.
But does it look like it's just Fortnite style?
Yeah,
Like
of course,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it looked like Clone Wars style or something.
No.
Okay.
All right, it
Not
looks like
buying
our
it.
last caller for
Crazy.
the day is Detenchi.
hey,
They're currently muted, waiting for the unmute.
Unmute.
If you get the high ground playing as Anakin in Fortnite, do you just like lose automatically? Or don't if you lose the high ground? I guess?
Yeah. You burn in lava.
Yeah.
There we go. Detenchi, are you reading us?
Hi, Alex. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's going on?
I can hear me.
Yes, we can. It's a little rocky.
So my question is, how far away from a freeway exit slash freeway interchange do you start maneuvering into the correct lane?
Oh, okay. So how far out from your freeway exit or
Oh.
changeover do you start getting into position?
Once it's on the upcoming exits, I will there's usually 3, right? Third one, because I'm
Oh, I
usually in the
see what you
fast lane. Third one, I'll move over 1 lane, and then when it's like 2 to go, I'm getting over.
That's funny. I do it by miles. So if there's a lot of traffic, I'll start heading over at 2 miles. If it's clear, I'll head over at 1 mile.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just traffic for me. Depending, because I just don't want to rush over like a maniac. Like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people.
Oh, yeah,
You gotta, yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah.
The unhinged, like
The lane. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Good luck, everybody. I'm going.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going for it.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I
You
usually
let me merge or we all die. That kind of.
Yeah.
I usually don't get super far left unless I'm going like a pretty good distance, like a road trip maybe, or usually it's like a kind of like stick closer to the right as long as I'm like moving, like I want to avoid the slower couple of lanes, but
Yeah.
otherwise,
That
Yeah.
fits.
yeah.
Yep.
That fits the model for Daniel Bloodworth.
Yeah, that tracks.
I'm always like the third fastest person on the highway, so
Same.
Well, just like
Drive fast.
it's just merging into all of that mess. Like, cause sometimes you start getting close, and it's like, all right, well, nobody's letting me in right now, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, feel like you get stuck over there.
Totally.
When you get used to a route, though, like I have a few routes where, like coming back south from like the valley or whatever, you know which lane to stay in. On
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
110 to
Yeah, I guess
get
that's
into
what
the
I mean.
10,
It's like,
you
you-
just stay
it-
where you're gonna need to be because it's
Yep.
a pain otherwise.
Yeah, it's like I know which lanes I want to be in at every point on that route.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Sort of the same now. Like for my drive-in, sort of same to you, Blood. Like I start like in the, so it's 5 lanes. So I start in the middle lane for most of it, and then about like 2.5 miles before I have to like change highways, I get over to like the far right lane, and then I'll just say this: going specifically going over Sepulveda Pass, which is infamous. The right lane is 100% the fastest lane up to the top. When you get to except when there's a really slow truck in the right lane.
Of course.
And you can't get around it. Like there's no way, it's just that bad of traffic. But generally, you can either easily get around that car or just stay in the right lane because it's just weird. That right lane just moves the fastest. And then you get to the top and you want to start getting over back to the middle lane because the right lane starts to like slow down. But that one's
Well,
been
they
like
start taking away lanes and stuff.
to me,
too,
that's
so.
like been since like 2008. I've been doing that like that in some form.
kind of
That
a-
drive,
it's kind of a
so
pro
it's like
tip there.
yeah, it's like 15 years of that drive, and
Yeah.
it's like that's generally 15 years of data saying you should
Yeah.
kind of drive like that, and you'll be
True.
fine.
Worst highway to drive on, like not traffic wise, but physically, is the 110 going north to like Pasadena.
Oh my
It's
god.
terrifying. In
Oh no,
those little
I love
cornery
it.
switchbacks. It's nightmarish. I
Yeah.
mean, it's nightmarish when you're used
that's
to
my
driving
daily
80 miles
commute.
an hour. That's
Yeah.
your daily commute,
Yeah.
Nice.
dude. There's like no on ramps either. You just gotta gun it,
Yeah.
which is
Just
fun.
gotta-
That's the part I
just
hate.
gotta cram in there.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking autobahn up there. You just
But-
gotta.
But when you're if you're just going on it from like downtown up to the end of it, then like I actually kind of enjoy like hitting those at the right speed.
That's because you drive 50 miles an
F-Zero
hour.
brain,
apparently.
dude.
I'm not as
Kicking
familiar
in.
with these. I think I've maybe driven like a handful of times, so I don't remember.
The
I don't know
societal
110 so
pressures
much.
of people behind you making you want to go faster on that stretch of road is treacherous.
If you're in the fast lane going slow, I will let you know. Like,
He will
I
let
drive
you
pretty close to
know.
people if
Yeah,
they're
you're a
not
bad
up to
person if
snuff.
you're not going above the speed limit in the left lane.
Yeah.
That's straight up. Straight
It's,
up.
No.
it's one of my biggest
Yes.
pet peeves on the road.
If you're not going 10 over on the left lane, you're
Yeah,
doing
you
it
need to be
wrong.
speedy.
You are
Yeah.
doing it wrong.
Yeah, you have no business being in that lane.
You should be going 86 if you're in that lane and
Yep.
you have the opportunity.
Get over.
Only reason to be going slower than the speed limit is if there's a car in front of you.
Snowboat.
Anyway,
Sure.
good question.
Great
Detention.
question. Great question. Love it.
Driving it.
Especially when you're talking about that fruit.
Well, LA or Chad is talking about how much of a nightmare it must be to drive in LA. You get used to it.
It's
You're baptized in fire.
soul sucking.
It's wonderful. I love it.
It's not as bad as London.
Oh, you
Oh,
had
the
to
difference though
drive
is
when
that
you were
there's
in
public
London?
I was gonna say
transit there.
they're allowed.
Well, that's
to,
what
like,
I'm saying. I was in Ubers, and I was like, wow, this is just freaking horrible.
Yeah.
Aren't more and more cities, maybe not here, like trying to like go more carless areas, right?
Right.
Like so you can't even drive cars in certain parts anymore.
Because I think it took my Uber like twice as long to get to where the museum was than it took me to get like taking the tube.
Damn.
My old
So,
archaeology
public
teacher
transport.
was telling us about being in a city. I don't remember which one specifically, so I won't speculate because it's not exactly complimentary. But she was saying that if you're in a, because there aren't like lanes or whatever, it's just kind of a madhouse. You just do what you want. And she said if you're ever in a taxi cab and the cab hits someone, get out of the car and run, because everyone around is just gonna like mob the cab and you're included. So she was like, if that ever happens,
and-
just
and
run.
what-
I was like, holy shit.
Where was this?
I don't want to speculate because I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I have a memory of a general region of the world, but I don't want to speculate because I don't remember specifically. But it sounded terrifying to drive
Yeah.
there. So I'm
No.
like,
There's
always be
definitely
crazy.
those countries for sure.
Yeah. Anything else, Detenshi?
Can I leave you with a riddle/joke?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you get if you tilt your chin down and then tilt it back up? That's a nod.
That's true.
An easy
Thanks,
A-specific riddle?
Okay.
Max Pander.
Told you it was crappy.
I loved that.
That's great.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
That's great.
I was like, actually, I like did it. I was like trying to think about it. Oh my god.
Brilliant.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
What it had reminded me too of the whole. Remember when was it Mega 64 pointed out the box art thing, the chin down, eyes
Oh,
up.
chin down, eyes up. Yeah. Also, wait, Detenshi, you were at the Mario movie, right?
Yeah, I was there.
But you didn't tell us it was you. Until
I felt awkward saying, "Hi,
General
I'm
notice
D10."
to
Like everyone
everyone.
was introducing themselves as their real name. So
No. General notice to anyone, if you're ever meeting us, tell us your name and your handle
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that we know who you are.
Yep.
Because, like, it's so cool that, like, we're meeting people whose names we've been seeing for years, but we won't know that because we've never seen you before. Anyway.
true.
It was
I'll make sure
wonderful
to
to
do
meet
so
you.
next time.
It was wonderful to meet you. We should
Yeah.
have, for real meetups, big meetups, we try to do name tags, but
Twitch just needs to make an app, a glasses app, so that displays everyone's like handles.
Glasses
There you
It's
go.
AR meetups. That's what the metaverse is for, Damiani. Oh my god.
Instead of smiling, you just see emotes flash across their face,
We'll get there. We'll
like that
get
guy
there.
in Watch Dogs.
Yo, my God. Wrench.
Yeah.
Wrench.
All right. Anything else, Detenshi?
No, that was it. Thank you guys.
Wonderful question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you. That was it, right, Gabby? That's it. Okay. So thank you, everybody, for a wonderful call-in show. Another wild success. Thanks so much.
Heck yeah.